who is out today. So we're going to toss it down to Ashley with a little bit more information on Donovan Williams' recent big performance.
Earned that starting position because on Friday night he came off the bench and put up a new career high 42 points, 11 rebounds. He found the basket from the three-point line 5 times and ended the night with a 56% shooting percentage. You talk about those game numbers, and that is it. That was his first game with 30-plus points, and the best part is, guys, he's a Texas kid. The Houston native spent his freshman and sophomore year at the University of Texas right here in Austin, guys.
Yeah, it's great to see Donovan Williams playing well as of late. 42 on Friday, but also dropped 22 points in Thursday night's win over San Diego in overtime as he gets to start alongside Kyle Mangus, Harrison Ingram, James Banks, who started a lot in replacement of Osayi Usifu, who's been out with injury. So a good lineup here for the Austin Spurs tonight, Alex.
Yeah, I'm excited. And to add on to what Ashley was saying about Donovan Williams, he's been, he's had a career low in usage rate since he's been with the Austin Spurs, but he's also been plug and play in a lot of different areas, including off the bench, and he's actually 55% of his points have come inside the arc. So we're going to see a lot of work from him inside the arc and hopefully in transition.
Yes, Donovan Williams is fantastic in transition. Might see a couple posterizing dunks from him as the Austin Spurs, led by head coach Jacob Chance in his first year, been doing a terrific job for them, coming in from Australia for the Memphis Hustle. They're led by Rob Santacola, also in his first year. Now let's take a look, Alex, at your keys to the game for the Austin Spurs.
Yeah, it's out hustling the hustle. Think about hustle plays, right? It's getting on the fast break. The hustle give up the second most fast break points per game. They're also one of the worst defensive rebounding teams in the league, so getting on the glass will be big there. And then home security. The Austin Spurs, since the last 2 games, since the All-Star break, have only given up 11 turnovers. The hustle, their big thing is forcing those turnovers. They're actually 5th in steals at 10.5 a game, and we actually have 2 guys on the hustle that stand out, Charlie Brown and Nate Hinton. Those would be guys who can try to get their hands in the passing lane. So, for a team that is not as playing as well as the hustle are, if you just don't give them extra possessions, I think that's going to be the key for the Spurs to keep the hustle at bay tonight.
Yes, active hands for the hustle, second in the G League regular season, and forcing turnovers as well, forcing 19.3 per game. But the Spurs should be able to take care of the ball tonight with Jaden Nunn leading the charge at point guard alongside Harrison Ingram. Kyle Mangus again for the hustle. Lawson Lovering, he'll jump it at center court with James Banks. Eric Dixon, the big man, he's had a great year after being traded from the Greensboro Swarm, really coming along, averaging 23 for the hustle in 3 games for them.
And Will, to add to that second most turnover point you made too, 21% of the hustle's points have come off turnovers. So again, talking about those extra possessions for a team that has not scored the ball very well, Spurs got to take care of the basketball.
Yes, can't overlook the Memphis Hustle despite their record. They have a great roster as the former Austin Spur, Pierre Crockle, gets it going for them. Dixon now in the post. He's going to kick to Tyler Burton, the leading scorer for the hustle. The floater in and out. Ingram, the second best rebounder in the G League at 12.8 per game, picks up a board there. Angus has the bigger Dixon on. He's going to kick to Ingram. Ingram to Nunn, Nunn to Mangus. Williams going to flare the screen. Mangus step back 3-pointer. No good. Charlie Brown, the G League vet, with the rebound. Dixon finds Crockle. Crockle to Lovering, and Lovering comes in with the first points of the game.
Yeah, again, the hustle are going to try to get out in transition. Again, their half-court offense has not been great, so they're going to try to get out in transition. So the Spurs, even on those missed shots, they got to get back.
Ingram now with it.
Got to help him out. Someone help him out. There you go.
Banks hands it off back to Ingram. You're going to use the bank screen. Drive right, stop. Pull up mid-range jumpers, no good. Crockle the rebound, and Crockle, he's looking to push. 6.1 assists per game. Floater, no good. Ingram the rebound. Here comes Jaden Nunn. Fantastic finisher inside. He's going to dish it off the Banks, though. Tipped out of bounds off Banks. Hustle ball.
Yeah, we talk about Donovan Williams, is one of those guys that's been in and out of the lineup too, just with different roles. Nunn's also done the same thing. We talked about his explosiveness off the bench too, and so he's going to have to come into tonight and be one of those guys that, that steadies the ship as the point guard.
Jaden Nunn's 6th straight start at point guard for the Austin Spurs. As Brown comes down the hoop, the lefty lay over Banks is good. John and company looking to respond. Ingram now with it. Looks at the sharpshooter Mangus. Mangus back to Ingram. Ingram gets Dixon jumping. He's going to drive. The righty floater's good. Picking up right where he left off.
Yeah, playmaking. We talked about the playmaking from Ingram and he's on the assist numbers, but that also comes off his scoring off the dribble. You know, someone who hasn't shot the three ball very well. He's had to rely on that, and we've seen it a lot this year, especially going coast to coast off rebounds.
Eric Dixon step back three-pointer, no good. It's going to be tipped right back out to him. Also, again, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the G League. He's going to let it fly again from three. That one no good as well. Ingram with it again. Loses the ball. Brown picks it up. Throws it up to Burton, and Tyler Burton with the layup. Hustle, defense to offense, just like you said, Alex.
Yeah, can't get those. I mean, just a clear example of turnovers leading to easy baskets for a team that's trying to find the rhythm of offense. You know, that's an early lead for them. Ingram
wide open for three. He's going to pass up on the three, kick it out to Williams for a better look. Williams three-pointer, no good. Crockle pushes. That's a wide open Burton. Burton's three-pointer, no good.
Austin Spurs on defense is coming out a little slow, again, leaving shooters wide open. I know they haven't been falling for the hustle, but you got to close out the shooters, you know, and stop the ball. We saw the loose ball, almost, I don't want to call it transition basket, but no one's stopping the ball for the Austin Spurs early on the three-point line, and those shots will fall. These are G League guys; they're going to make those.
And Tyler Burton, especially, averaging 20.7 in the G League, around the top 30 scorer in the G regular season. So he's a dangerous scorer that the Spurs need to guard, especially from three. Now James Banks heads to the free throw line. Starting the Spurs last 15 games in place for Sayo Sifu. Free throw no good. Delivering the rebounding. And the G League, one free throw until the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Lovering on the elbow. He's going to hand off to Burton. Burton has a full steam ahead. Lefty off glass layup is good.
That's where a lot of offense is going to come from. Lovering, who just, you know, had his 10-day contract expired. They're going to play through him on the high, little pick and roll, two-man game, and Burton's going to be someone who's going to be finishing at the rim a lot of the game.
Ingram attacks off glass. One-footed jumper's no good. Here's Crockle. Crockle finds Dixon in the post. Dixon has a mismatch on Mangus. Strong inside move with the left hand, no good. Fight for the loose ball, out of bounds. Austin Spurs basketball. Now Nate Hinton is going to check into the game. He'll check in for Tyler Burton. Hinton, a great college player at the University of Houston.
And Hinton's one of those guys, again, he's leading the league in steals too. We're just looking at these extra possessions. Spurs 1 of 5 from the field. The hustle 4 of 10. Just 5 extra shots from turnovers and from offensive rebounds.
He's hitting 2.7 steals per game. Ingram now in the post on Brown. Ingram extremely aggressive early on. Righty layup is going to get his own rebound. That one rolls in.
Yeah, Ingram's, I mean, he's playing some volleyball down there. You know, we've seen him a couple times, good pump fakes and lead him some drives. And good off the dribble there, and second chance gets to go for Ingram.
Lovering responds to the lefty floater. That one rolls out, and here comes Nunn.
You can go right back to Ingram if you can. But Nunn's going to go.
Nunn has the bigger Lovering on him. He's going to take him to the rim. Lovering called for the foul. As you take a look at Harrison Ingram.
Identifying the mismatch here. Charlie Brown about the same height as him, but able to take advantage and again creating space on the boards on the glass, which he's done all season long. The hustle again, they're a team that just doesn't rebound the ball well defensively. Part of that is because you give up 50% shooting, you're not going to rebound the ball a ton of defense. So Ingram taking advantage there.
Yes, Ingram only 6'5", yet one of the best rebounders in the G League, one of the most physical players as well. Really can get it done in all ways offensively.
Yeah, and there is a skill to rebounding, right? It's knowing, I mean, Dennis Robin talks about this, just knowing where the shot's going to come off and almost that prediction you're going to have, just knowing how the team's going to shoot, knowing where it's going to be. It's good scouting for it, but there is a little bit of a skill to that.
Charlie Brown for three, in and out. McGowan's checks in. Adam Flagler checks in. Mangus and Donovan Williams subbing out as Lovering strips McGowan, sends it up to Charlie Brown, and Brown the lefty flush. Ingram now is Hinton on him. Almost gets it stripped again, gets it back, throws it off to Flagler in his 4th game with the Austin Spurs this season. Injured for the first half of the season. Ingram is Lovering on him. Step back, 3-pointer, got it. Harrison Ingram.
Step back and feel yourself, Harrison Ingram. You know, he had a mismatch. Thought he was going to take him baseline. He takes a step back and knocks down the 3.
Just feeling it. Dixon now inside, looks outside to Hinton. Wing 3, no good. Lovering the rebound. In and out. Brown somehow, some way saves it. Hinton with it. Hinton kicks out Dixon. Dixon to Brown. Brown tries, can't find Lovering inside, but Hinton has it. Hinton back to Brown, corner 3. No good, Ingram the rebound.
Couple second possessions there by the Memphis Hustle. They had all 5 guys crash the glass. That should lead to some fast break opportunities. And how about Ingram finish right there?
Ingram coming down the paint, and he's just been unstoppable up to this point in the game, especially getting to the hoop. 9 points now, 4 for 7 from the field.
And how about that? We talk about that coast to coast too, doing it himself, getting the rebound, taking up the court himself, find the paint there.
Dixon 3-pointer, no good. Now 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. And here's Ingram looking to attack again, hesitates, takes the Flagler. Flagler fouled by Brown. Foul on Charlie Brown as we're going to take a break. But Harrison Ingram been too good early on. 9 points already. We'll be back after the break.
This is Velvet. Velvet brings you live broadcast music, live sports, and must-watch entertainment right now. Missed it live? Watch anytime with our growing library of music, movies, and shows. Stream everything for just $5.99 a month, or save big with our annual plan at $29.99. Subscribe at velvetlive.tv.
Week 32 of living. I still have yet to try the coveted butter tortilla. So, have I really lived? Days pass by, filled with orange-brown goo. Not another airplane. One day, I will taste what is meant to be mine. Really? No! Another plan thwarted. Wait, those tortillas are getting torn far too thin for adult consumption. Could this mean... Yes!
Harrison Ingram, 9 points early on. The Austin Spurs have 11 total, and he's getting it done inside the paint from beyond the arc and taking advantage of this Memphis Hustle defense.
Yeah, Harrison Ingram, he's been all over the court. Look at the step back 3 here, feeling himself here. He talked about 9 points in the first quarter, but he's had the ball a lot, grabbing rebounds and then taking up himself, top of the key, making plays. He doesn't have assists so far, but he's made a couple great passes. And Harrison Ingram's really been the focal point, and honestly, a lot of the Spurs teammates have been feeding the ball. Like to start this offense up.
Yeah, Harrison Ingram, as of late in his last 5, been fantastic. 23 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. And that's also been in large part because the Spurs have been missing some guys, right? David Jones-Garcia went down with an ankle injury around a month ago, and Ingram has kind of been that guy for the Austin Spurs and really taking advantage of that role. Hinton the wing 3, in and out. Rebound hustle. Layup is good inside for Abu Osman, who just checks in, the Oklahoma State product. Trey King checked in for the Austin Spurs. Donovan Williams, too. He has the ball right now. The wing 3. No good. Burden, pull up, fast break 3-pointer, in and out. Usman fights the rebound. Flagler comes up with it, sends it up to Williams. Williams down the paint. The layup, foul, but no good. He'll head to the line, though, for one.
And I like that. I think the Spurs have to continue to do that. The Hustle are going to crash the glass, and you got to get 5 bodies on these guys, but then also push. Just get out there and push afterwards. And Will, I'll kind of touch on the point you made too before about it's almost been a next man up mentality. Even today's game, you're missing Stan Amudes, you got Donovan Williams starting the lineup, and then even you see it on offense too. Harrison Ingram's kind of been the focal point. I feel like a lot of the games that we've covered, Stan Amudes has been one of the igniters on offense, especially in the first quarter. So Ingram taking on that role right now. Donovan Williams, adding the point total as well.
Defense.
Yeah, Williams, as you said, even though he's been playing off the bench recently, tonight getting a start, has helped Ingram alongside. As a blocking foul, looks like on Trey King. As the Hustle attacked the rim.
And I think from this angle, look at Trey King. He tried to use verticality, but he jumped into the offensive player there, and I think that's when we get the foul.
It's Tyler Burton. Tough one to stop.
Yeah,
if
he's
you're
been
Trey
fantastic.
King protecting the rim. He's been great. 20.7, 5.3 boards per game. Shooting 46.5% from the fields. He knocks down the free throw. Just 2.5 points in 8 games for the Hustle last season. So he's really came onto the scene for them this year.
That's what the G League's all about, right? It's about the development, taking year-over-year improvement. I mean, we're seeing that from Ingram on a playmaking side, and for Burton, it's scoring.
Hinton attacks the rim. Right layup blocked
Good
by
defense.
McGowens. Might have been off Hinton as well. It is. What a play from Trey McGowens, the small guard.
Yeah, great. Again, Spurs getting back on defense there was a key to that, and good hands by McGowan. Gets rewarded here for getting the ball back as he blocks it right off of. Looks like Hinton.
McGowan says, why not? Dude on the offensive end can't get it to go, but he's going to get the rebound and save it to King. Ingram to Flagler, corner 3, short. Good rebound by Burton as he tosses it to Hinton. Paul Watson, the 31-year-old, on the court for the Hustle.
Former Austin Spur, a couple of those here for the Hustle.
Miss Watson spent a year with the Austin Spurs, and he's going to pull up and nail the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing his whole career. Again, this Hustle team, a couple of veterans, a couple of guys with 5-6 years in the G League, and Paul Watson knows how to slow the game down and find his spot.
Miss Watson played for the Spurs 2 years ago, 23-24 season. Williams going to try to respond on Watson, won't fall.
Good hands. Oh,
Chandra Rowe tries to swing it into Burton, unable to do so. He's going to get it back, though. Giroux now finally kicks to Burton. Burton knives his way through the paint, kicks to Giroux, Giroux to Hinton. Who's made now on the post. Turns with the left, up with the right, no good. He's going to be called for the foul as well on Trey King. Looks like we'll have a break as the Austin Spurs down 2 against the Memphis Hustle early in the first quarter.
If you're looking at the world from the horizontal comforts of your couch, bag of chips in one hand, doom scroll machine in the other, of course the earth is just dirt and sticks and moss and bugs and stuff. But when you're double backflipping off a backcountry cliff or hallucinating on 1 million micrograms of exhaustion, what the bloody was that? Anyway.
Week 32 of living. I still have yet to try the coveted butter tortilla. So, have I really lived? Days pass by, filled with orange-brown goo. Not another airplane. One day, I will taste what is meant to be mine. Really? No! Another plan thwarted. Wait, those tortillas are getting torn far too thin for adult consumption. Could this mean... Yes!
You don't wanna know what it took, though. You could only see in what you look for. You don't wanna.
Welcome back to the HEB Center here in Austin, Texas. The Austin Spurs down 2 hosting the Memphis Hustle. Now, you might notice guard Elfrid Payton is not with the team today, but that is because he was announced this week that he joined the Men's USA Basketball World Cup qualifying team. Now, what exactly does that mean? That means he's going to be on the roster for the Men's USA team as they go on next week
And the Austin Spurs down 2 to the Memphis Hustle early on with 2:34 left in the first quarter. Donovan Williams, Trey King playing well for the Hustle.
Yeah, I mean, Burton's been fantastic. Look at the stat sheet. I didn't even know he checked out of the game here. He's a +9 rating. Look at the rest of the team. It's around 1 or 2. It's been a close game. And Tyler Burton has been fantastic. Again, 6 points, 2 boards, 2 of 5 shooting. I've been impressed with his game, being aggressive on offense.
Trey King misses a free throw there. 7 for 10 now from the line in the G League regular season. Spurs now in the bonus after that foul on Ousmane. Ousmane checks out. Dixon, Lovering. The Twin Towers check in. Banks in as well for the Austin Spurs in response. Mangus hasn't gotten going yet tonight. See if he does so here. The pump fake, turnaround, is going to kick to Flagler. Flagler's going to drive, spin, kick. Mangus three-pointer. That's his spot. Kyle Mangus for 3. Mangus's first three-pointer of the game. 44% shooter from beyond the arc.
Yeah, well, Mangus was awesome last game, too. I mean, 7 of 15. That was a career high in three-point attempts for him. You know, you'd think that the Spurs would come out on top of that game, but weren't able to do so last game.
Flagler can't get it to go. Williams responds and gets a layup for 2. As Alex, he said, Kyle Mangus, he was 7 for 15 from 3. He was 8 for 17 total, so 7 out of his 8 shots on Friday night from beyond the arc.
I mean, the Spurs themselves put up a career high franchise high 53-point attempts. That game is Flagler gets that one to go. But yeah, Mangus was impressive, 7 of 15 from 3. Williams was 5 of 12. Stan Muda was 5 of 12. I mean, guys are shooting, lights out. And also that was the first time they lost the game when they scored more than 120 points. So it was really impressive game from the perimeter guys.
Extremely impressive as Jarreau attacks the rim and he's fouled. And yes, and the Spurs 132-135 loss to the San Diego Clippers. Team grew a lot offensively, right? We haven't seen those big offensive scoring bursts from the Spurs, so it's good to see, especially from 3-ball. Alex, you said 50 attempts. They rank actually in the bottom half of the G League in terms of 3-point makes and attempts, 28th in makes, 29th in attempts. And also, they shot 46% on 50 attempts, which is also extremely impressive considering they only average 34% normally.
Yeah, no, this team, we've talked a lot about the defense with this team throughout the whole season, but offensively, I mean, so they came into tonight averaging 113.8 points a game, and then in February, they're up to 121 points a game. So they've been shooting the ball a lot better, and in this month in itself, and that that Clippers game was just tied it all together. So the Spurs kind of needed that infusion of offense, especially here in at home where they're 5-5.
Yeah, Spurs 5-5 at home, as you said. It's been a little bit of a while since they played here at the HEB Center. They had a home game in San Antonio to start the month against the Texas Legends. Rowe attacks her and layup no good. Lovering the rebound. It's going to be an offensive foul, though, on him. He doesn't like the call. Arguing with the officials there. Lawson Lovering's 10-day contract with the Memphis Grizzlies expired just a day ago. Sent down for the Hustle for today's game. And Lovering, he was great in his 10-day contract with the Grizzlies, 11-11 in their Friday night victory over the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, no, it seems like, a lot of, like the Hustle, they've had a couple of guys that have been called up, and two-way guys have been playing for them that have put up pretty good numbers for the Grizzlies. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of usage, and for a team that's struggling like the Hustle and the Grizzlies themselves, it's going to be a lot of back and forth for their G League guys. And so teams like that, depth will be challenged tonight.
Yes, all 3 two-way players for the Hustle. Meshack, Olivier Maxis, Prosper, and Javon Small see real minutes for the Grizzlies. Meshack starts, and Prosper dropped 23 on Friday night alongside Lovering's 11-11. Watson going to attack the rim, throwing up and gets it to go. Paul Watson, the G League vet, showing why experience counts.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's fantastic out of the corner, so a slower closeout by the Austin Spurs gave him a lane to go to the rim. That's what he's been doing for his whole career.
First quarter winding down as Flagler steps back. Jumper no good. Jarreau the rebound. He's going to let it launch. going to be way off, but to end the first quarter, Spurs up 3 on the Memphis Hustle, 24-21. It's been Harrison Ingram who's been the star of this one with 9 points. Donovan Williams added 8 as the Spurs up 3 heading into the second.
This is Velvet. Velvet brings you live broadcast music, live sports, and must-watch entertainment right now. Missed it live? Watch anytime with our growing library of music, movies, and shows. Stream everything for just $5.99 a month, or save big with our annual plan at $29.99. Subscribe at velvetlive.tv.
Hey, I'm headed to HEB. Need anything?
Actually, yeah, I do got a list going. Wait, where did that come from? Seriously? Ooh. Victor.
I was just thinking a bag of chips or a yogurt.
Oh, I knew I forgot something. You got a pen?
The HEB Center as the Spurs up 3 over the Hustle at the end of the first. And for the Spurs, it's been Harrison Ingram and Donovan Williams who've been the leading scorers for them this afternoon.
Yeah, it's like you said, kind of during the break, they've taken turns throughout the first quarter. The early heavy usage for Harrison Ingram, doing a lot of his work inside 4 of 7 from the field. And then Donovan Williams, he's 2 of 5, 0 of 3 from 3. But again, we talked about how 55% of his points have come inside the arc. He's 2 of 2 inside the arc. So Donovan Williams, we should expect to see a lot more aggressive inside the arc from him going forward.
It's Williams and Ingram both on the floor right now. The Hustle's been a little bit different of a stat sheet, more of an all-around effort. Williams almost picks up his own miss there, and Crockle back in the game. He's going to kick to Dixon. Dixon left wide open. Hasn't been able to convert from 3.
I'll tell you what, something must have been said to Banks in the end of one of the timeouts in the first quarter, because he's been really getting up for these rebounds. I mean, he's taken the offensive rebounds that the Hustle have had to heart. Hustle have 4 offensive rebounds in the first quarter, and Banks is giving none of those.
Yeah, Banks has his hands full with Lovering, the 7-footer. Dixon, a smaller big at 6'7", but definitely a big body down low, especially in Villanova at college and even this year with the Hustle in Greensboro Swarm.
Yeah, and it takes all 5 guys to rebound. I mean, you got to box out, can't let guys crash at the perimeter for a team like the Hustle that they do crash all 5 of their guys. You got to counter that and not turn the ball over.
Crockle the steal, throws it up to Brown Jr. Brown Jr. in for the dunk. McGowan's was there, but unable to stop Brown.
I mean, the big key is, again, the Spurs just can't be giving away free action possessions on offense, turnovers, offensive rebounds. That's what's going to get a team like the Hustle to stay in this game.
Spurs 4 turnovers already as Nunn finds Banks inside.
That's a great find by Nunn. That's only the 3rd assist so far for the Austin Spurs. They don't really assist a ton. How about 50% of their points come off assists? That's the lowest in the league. So good for the Austin Spurs. Get good ball movement by Nunn. A good find to Banks.
The Spurs had 28 assists on Friday night. They normally average 24.5, excuse me, which is the lowest mark in the G League. 21.1 assists per game, which ranks lowest in the G League.
Yeah, I always thought that was just so peculiar. Yeah, the stat, let me just read this correctly. It was 50%. So the lowest number of points off assists. I thought that was just, I thought that was really something, again, that for a team that talks about the Spurs, right? Spurs basketball passes a bunch and ball movement. Interesting that the Spurs do not assist a ton.
Yes, well, none really right now on this roster. The only true kind of point guard with the ball. Maybe tonight you've seen lineups with Donovan Williams being the smallest on the floor in bigger lineups alongside Ingram, Banks, Trey King, and some other wings.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like Harris Ingram's almost like the guy that starts a lot of the plays, because I think Nunn excels a lot better playing off the ball. He was a guy who's going to separate from his defender off screens and all that. And Ingram's kind of been that facilitator. But you're right, they don't really have like a true point guard like what Alfred Payton would be.
As Payton not with the team, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the broadcast. Ingram driving, kicking to Nunn. Nunn driving as well. Goes left up with the right. Thought he was fouled by Dixon. Watson comes up the rebound and kicks it back to Dixon. Dixon driving. Blocking foul on Nunn. Nunn doesn't like that call. Thought he was fouled on the other end. And then a frustration foul down here. So Dixon will shoot one.
And he was just a little bit late. He was trying to stay with Dixon. Dixon got to the spot before him and was trying to slide. But, yeah, I think that was the correct call. Nunn was just trying to slide, just get his body in front of him, and just got there a little too late.
Dixon very good at using his body inside. Very crafty post player, which helped him draw the foul there. Ingram has the bigger love ring on him. He's going to spin. Kick. Nunn pumps. Hesitates. Deep floater, no good. Lefty Dixon with it. He's going to cross over, take on Nunn again. Barely find Watson. Watson going to drive. Might have been fouled by Banks. Tipped. Looks like Banks was out of bounds, so remain hustle basketball.
What I'm really surprised about from the hustle so far on defense too is they're jumping a lot. There's been a couple pump fakes, from Harris and Ingram, from Nunn there, and they're leading to blow by opportunities. The Spurs haven't been able to convert them, but a guy like Crockle is not going to, he's not going to block a shot, but it's giving the Spurs some opportunities. I think they got to take note of that and continue to be aggressive off the pump fakes.
This hustle defensively. They're doing a good job stopping these Austin Spurs from driving to the rim and finishing, converting when they get opportunities at the rim.
Yeah, you talked about Dixon before, Lovering. Those are guys they're tough to drive against. And the Austin Spurs, they try to get a lot more of the points inside the arc. So that's a big part of their game. Is why they're struggling on offense so far.
Williams converts there though, inside over the bigger Lovering.
As we say that, right? That goes right at Lovering. That's where Donovan Williams is at his best, going at the taller defenders and finishing above them.
Famous announcer's jinx as Crockle kicks to Watson. Watson the floater over Nunn, in and out. Lovering the rebound. And the Memphis Hustle, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the G League. 13.7 offensive rebounds a game. Williams drives, tries finding Nunn, tipped by Brown.
See, that's another one of those. Again, he got Watson up in the air, and I think you got to make that split decision. These guys are jumping on your pump fakes. Go to the rim, create that 4-on-5 advantage with a defender on your back.
Williams hasn't been reluctant to attack the rim. He shoots it over Lovering, but to be foul on Watson, boxing out Banks. And Alex, as you said, James Banks just been a monster on the glass rebounding the ball.
And their Spurs need his activity, a ton. Ingram is it's rebounding it's a team effort. Harrison Ingram we talked about a ton with his rebounding. Donovan Williams, you see here, he had 11 rebounds last game, but that all starts with that center position, that pivot position with James Banks.
Lone center for the Austin Spurs. Nunn sizes up the smaller Crocker. The crossover, attacks the rim, layup is good.
What a finish.
Jaden Nunn, how about it? Crocker tries finding Brown Jr. Brown Jr. fouled by McGowan's. So you take a look at this Jaden Nunn shake and bake on the former Austin Spur, Pierre Croc.
Yeah, how about him? He's not afraid to attack again here. And again, we talked about it is that announcer jinx, Lovering a contest with a great contest, but Nunn not afraid to finish through him.
A good finish inside from Jaden Nunn. He's accustomed to doing that and getting to the rim, even though he's a smaller guard. He's not afraid to attack, show off his prowess as a finisher. Rocco kicks to Brown Jr. Brown Jr. Three-pointer is good. Brown Jr. been in the G League a while. He now has 9 points tonight. Bounced around. Played for many teams, Westchester Knicks, College Park Skyhawks. Been extremely productive in his years in the G. Ingram posting up Watson. A fadeaway jumper, no good. Banks fights Lovering. Lovering wins that battle. Nixon posting up Williams. Double team, kicks out to Watson. Watson pull up three-pointer, rattles in. Paul Watson been playing extremely well tonight, now with 8. With 7-11 left in the second.
And Watson's a guy that can light it up. He's had games with Toronto Raptors where he put up 30 points on 8 three-pointers made in that game. So we know he can light it up from 3 on an NBA level. So I heard Coach Chance was calling out, got to watch the cutter, and that cutter was Paul Watson going from the wing to the top of the key. And he's got to always find, as you see here again. Good, cutting the ball, getting himself open, finding a spot.
So Watson, in his lone year at the Austin Spurs, shot over 40% from the field and from 3. Fouls Meng is there for 3, and that is not the guy you want to foul because Meng is a terrific free throw shooter at 80% on the year.
Well, I think everyone knows that that old adage. I can't speak on that, but it's never foul a jump shooter. Paul Watson, the jump shooter he is, giving Mangus an attempt for 3 points here at the free throw line.
And Mangus, last time out, as we said, 7 for 15 from 3, 24 points. An NAIA Division II champion, 2018, and tournament MVP for Indiana Wesleyan. He's their career-leading scorer. Division II hoops. He'd hidden on the lob from Burton. He's foul inside. And miscommunication for the Austin Spurs defensively. They're going to huddle up. Timeout. Austin Spurs after the foul inside. Hustle now of 3, but Jaden Nunn has just been cooking so far in this one. We'll be back after the break.
I ain't even gonna hold you. Bitter really is an acquired taste. That's how you know it's not for everybody. But the real ones know where that flavor is. When you get to the bottom of that mug, when there ain't nothing left but that grit, that's where you really appreciate that grind. Because nothing tastes as good as getting your leg back. It tastes good, don't it?
This is Velvet. Velvet brings you live broadcast music, live sports, and must-watch entertainment right now. Missed it live? Watch anytime with our growing library of music, movies, and shows. Stream everything for just $5.99 a month, or save big with our annual plan at $29.99. Subscribe at velvetlive.tv.
Check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
I ain't even gonna hold you. Bitter really is an acquired taste. That's how you know it's not for everybody. But the real ones know where that flavor is. When you get to the bottom of that mug, when there ain't nothing left but that grit, that's where you really appreciate that grind. Because nothing tastes as good as getting your leg back. It tastes good, don't it?
Spurs down 3, and they're missing true point guard Elfrid Payton. We're going to toss it down for Ashley for a little bit more information on why Payton's not with the team.
Thanks, Will. Yeah, we might have had some technical difficulties earlier, so you might have heard a little bit that Elfrid Payton is not with the team, but it's for a good reason. He was named to the Men's USA Basketball World Cup qualifying team this week, which means he will go on to compete with the team to take on Dominican Republic and Mexico in the upcoming weeks in the hopes of finishing in the qualifying region top 7 for the America Zone. And guys, he might not be here today, but it's also his birthday, so we got to wish him a happy birthday.
It's happy birthday, Elfrid Payton. Perfect timing. A little birthday present. Being honored to play on Team USA in the World Cup basketball qualifiers.
I think it's an awesome opportunity for those guys and the G League guys that are on the cusp of making NBA rosters and representing their country. As we saw some USA spirit earlier this morning with US beating Canada, getting the goal. That was exciting. 7 o'clock start here in Central Time. So that keeping the patriotism alive there.
Yes, and another reminder: USA takes on Dominican Republic on February 26th. Take on Mexico on March 1st. And Elfrid Payton will be starring for Team USA there, similar to how Jack Hughes starred for USA this morning with the game-winning goal against Canada. It's going to be out of bounds. Mangus tried saving it, unable to do so. Hustle basketball. And I was up early this morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was too. I couldn't. I mean, that felt like that's what a lot of the Olympics previews led to that game, and that was an awesome watch. A lot of emotion too. Johnny Hockey tribute. I mean, there's kids there. That was Mike Tirico did, obviously, as he does always, a great job.
Yes, terrific that Team USA was able to honor Johnny Goodrow. All-Star game a couple weeks ago, a little bit different, not on Winter Olympic level, but USA versus World. That was fun as well.
Oh, yeah.
Spurs, Dylan Harper, Stefan Castle, they played great on Friday in the Rising Stars game.
Yeah, I thought it was a great format, and Vic being told, commentate about how well he led the spirit of the game was awesome from Victor.
Hustle challenge that one. We'll be back to hear more after break.
Yeah, you don't want to know what it took, though. You could only see what you look for. You don't want to...
Eagles fly in Super Bowl 59.
How much are you willing to lose? Take the 65 give. Losing steam, losing players, losing sweat. The solution?
A drink that hydrates better than water.
So they can work more, sweat more. Because when you do that, you can surpass the hype. You can inspire generation after generation. You can compete against anything, even gravity. Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. Expectations, or even yourself. So how much sweat are you willing to lose? That's how you know how much you're willing to win. Pickable.
Yeah, you don't want to know what it took, though. You could...
So challenged a call here as Trey Burton drives to the rim.
It looks like the call on the floor went against the hustle, and I think they're going to try to get Trey King there on a reach. Looks like it might have been loose ball foul on Burton is what they're reviewing here, and they think it's going to go the other way. And it's a pretty big call, honestly, because the hustle have really had their hands in the second quarter here, and they're up by 3 and a chance to extend that lead at the line if they can get the call returned.
It should be a monumental call as we take another look at it. Again, the ref's original argument was the foul took place, or the foul didn't take place by King until after the ball was out of Burton's hand.
Well, they're seeing Burton pulling King down. I think that's what they saw initially. I didn't see what it looks like it's going to stand, looks like the call stands.
So waiting to hear from the officials.
Looks like, by the way, they're all set up.
So it looked like the call will stand. Spurs lined up for a Trey King free throw attempt. Burton on the bench not happy about that, but he's had a good performance tonight with 6 points, 3 rebounds, +4 when he's on the floor.
Yep. So to clean up what we were talking about before we went to break, too, well, having Vic get shouted out for the competitiveness that he's brought to the game, I think that USA versus World field was I thought it was a lot more enjoyable, and the competitiveness was there.
Yes, how could I forget? I mentioned Harper and Castle on Friday, but Wembanyama and Fox with the game winner.
Yeah.
In one of the U.S.'s victories, I believe, over the world.
It's because it took a commercial break for me to get that all out, Will. That's probably why that happened. But, you know, it was an awesome game, awesome weekend for the Spurs, and leading up to this past Spurs week.
This is a great week in Austin. 2 victories for the San Antonio Spurs. Big victories over the Suns and Kings. In the Moody Center, I was there on Thursday night, and it was popping inside there.
Yeah, Austin fans, they know how to show out. They know how to show up for your Austin Spurs even tonight, too. So it's been a fantastic week, and the Spurs, again, another turnover here. But it's been a great week here in Austin, and like I said, the fans have been fantastic, and Keldon Johnson gave him some love, too, after the game last night. So, you know, as we've always celebrated last couple of years during Spurs week, you know, we love our fans up here in Austin.
Yes, a ton of events that happened throughout the week, which were a ton of fun for the Spurs community here in Austin. One's out of bounds. It's going to remain hustle basketball. James Banks fighting inside as he always does. Looks like head coach Jacob Chance is going to challenge that out of bounds call. He thought it was off the hustle. Rob Sannicola for the hustle. He probably disagrees. But nonetheless, a challenge by Jacob Chance. We're staying with you during the challenge. Sannicola, his coaching staff, draws stuff up. Ref's going to take a look at this. We'll take a look at this shortly as well. See what the officials call.
Yeah, this is also another just example of, you know, the Austin Spurs getting kind of beat to the boards. You see the missed shot here by Dixon, and looks like it looks like it's staying here.
It looked like that was off the Spurs.
I mean, I was going to say, great hustle by Osimhen again, coming from the weak side to contest the rebound. Gets around Banks there, and that's just what he's been doing all game long. And looks like that tap will be kind of that angle right there. And if Banks or Osimhen touch the last,
you said Osimhen's been crashing the glass all game long. Well, he did in college. Played at University of North Texas, Xavier, Oklahoma State. Averaged 12 and 5 for Oklahoma State last year, and he was Xavier's leading rebounder during the 23-24 season. So Osimhen always been terrific on the glass as he fights down low with Banks. Dixon tonight's shot won't go. Interesting call. Very hard to tell, which is why the refs are still looking at it.
Yeah, well, just to kind of talk about this theme of just crashing the glass, right? 24 total rebounds for the Memphis Hustle versus 19 for the Spurs. We talked a lot about the Spurs rebounding prowess coming into tonight, and the difference has been the Hustle's hustle on the glass. And I think that's a big part of why we're seeing the lead what it is, a 5-point lead for Memphis. And again, you just got to box out, right? You can't, if you're Banks, you got the guy on your back. You can't let him get around you for that opportunity, and hopefully Coach Banks is rewarded with the challenge win here.
You'll see what the officials call as Hustle been dominating the game, rebounding, and 24 rebounds to 19 Austin Spurs rebounds. 6 of those rebounds on the offensive side of things. So crashing the glass is Jacob Chance. Here's from the officials as the call on the floor will stand. It'll be Hustle basketball, touched by Flagler and Banks.
Yeah, and my thing, Will, is like they're getting beat on these hustle plays, and that should have been a clean rebound by Banks if he boxes out, or someone else comes in and cleans it up too. But that's again their classic, not boxing out, paying for it.
But also, how much of that is because the Hustle have 3 really good big men, specifically rebounding the ball, and Dixon, Ousmane, Lovering. James Banks, he only averages, 18 minutes per game. Already has 16 up until this point, in large part because of the bodies down low at the Hustle half.
Yeah, I mean, you got to counteract that. You got to play matchups for sure. But again, it doesn't take a lot of skill to box out, you know, and plays like that. That's the difference of why the Hustle is still in this game.
Banks smartly dishes off to Williams. Williams the up and under, left hand layup is good.
Spurs are one of the best teams going coast to coast. I mean, Ingram leads the charge on a lot of these after rebounds, but Donovan Williams one of the best at getting the outlet pass and getting to the rack.
Williams is fun to watch when he gets the ball in transition. John Giroux with it now. Only 2 points up until this point is Flagler. He's called for the foul. Flagler doesn't like it.
There's been a lot of foul calls here tonight.
There has been 11 personal fouls on the Hustle, 8 on the Austin Spurs. And so Ousmane will shoot free throws as the Spurs and Hustle in the bonus with 4:35 left in the second quarter.
And the free throw discrepancy is also a big story in this game, even though that free throw is off. Spurs 3 of 8 from the free throw line.
Somehow that ball finds Watson, and if you're an Austin Spurs fan, that is not who you want to leave open for a three-point jumper. Williams has Dixon looking to attack. Now Ousmane, step back three-pointer, no good, but a foul on Dixon as Banks rolled to the rim on the pick and roll. Banks will shoot free throw, or a free throw.
Yeah, what's going to be really interesting, Will, is we talked about the lack of depth for the Memphis Hustle. The Spurs also missing a ton of guys due to injury. They're going to play 8 guys tonight, more than likely. And if fouls keep stacking up, that's going to be a big issue. So, we got, like I said, 12 fouls for the Hustle now, 8 for the Spurs. And, the second half is going to be interesting to monitor the foul situation.
Most definitely, when you take a look at some Austin Spurs in foul trouble. Nunn with 2, Banks with 2, Flagler with 2. For the Hustle, Paul Watson has 2, Burton has 3, Charlie Brown has 3, as Banks can't get that free throw to go.
3 of 9 from the free throw line. You're missing 12 points at the very minimum. And I know Mangus missed a 3-point free throw too. So a couple of missed opportunities at the free throw line as well for the Austin Spurs.
Spurs only missed 7 free throws in the last game against the Clippers. Already missed 6 tonight. Giroux loses the ball. Might have been tipped by Nunn. Means Hustle basketball. Is Ingram going to check in for Banks? King in as well inside. Harrison Ingram had 9 points early in that first half of the first quarter. Hasn't been as productive offensively since. He's going to guard Dixon in the post here. Dixon the baby hook, and that one's pretty.
Yeah, if Dixon can get to that low block and rise with his left hand, the lefty's tough to guard, and he's been trying to find that all game. I think it's the first one he's made from that spot, so I bet that's a place he's going to try to get to for the rest of the game.
Ingram, top of the key, three-pointer. In and out, Giroux comes flying in for the rebound. St. Nicola telling him to push. Giroux inside to Dixon. Dixon to turn. Just wants to go that left hand. Looking for a man. It is going to be 3-second violation. Dixon didn't think he was inside the paint, but he was. Refs are going to call him for a 3 seconds. Could have been a 5-second violation as well, too, holding the ball for quite some time down low.
Spurs got to start to close out. I mean, they got to take care of the basketball here. If they want to trim this lead down from 8, even tie the game by halftime, they got to take care of the basketball and execute an offense.
Hustle up 8. Spurs are up in the first, 24-21. The Hustle have taken the lead since.
There it is.
King's three-pointer, shooter's touch. He knocks it down.
I like Harrison Ingram and Trey King. If they can find their spot in the corner there, they were working on that a lot during the pregame warm-ups. I think that's got to continue to attack. Those are going to fall for those guys.
King leads the Austin Spurs in three-point percentage at 46.7%. So travel's called on Dixon. Back-to-back turnovers for Dixon in the Hustle.
Momentum. I think the Spurs, they got some momentum now. 2 stops in a row. Good corner 3. Keep this momentum going. Smart shot here. Again, close this last 3 minutes out. They can take the lead if they can just keep chipping away here. But good offensive possession to take care of the basketball.
Down 5, 2:40 left. Flagler kicks the Ingram.
He's got a
stolen by Dixon. And yes, Flagler has the bigger levering on him. He's going to kick it to Nunn. Nunn's corner 3.
Great
got
find.
it. Spurs on a quick 6-0 run and make it a 2-point game.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Hinton was kind of cheating off that corner on Nunn because he saw the mismatch there. He wanted to help baseline, but finding Nunn in the corner was the right play.
Giroux, filthy crossover to the rim. Wanted a foul as well.
They keep pushing. You got to go. 2 threes in a row. You know, they might make a layup, try to catch him off guard in transition, but looks like they're going to slow it down here.
Nunn driving on Watson, attacking the bigger Lovering again, out of bounds. Lovering might have gotten his hands on it. It'll be Spurs ball.
Yeah, Nunn is not afraid of Lovering whatsoever. I mean, how many times we've seen him kind of go up against them and, you know, not afraid of the 7-footer.
It's been an interesting battle to watch inside, and Lovering standing tall.
2 minutes remaining.
Mangus finds King. King thought about driving. Trying to post up the bigger Lovering. Goes inside, tries finding Nunn. Tipped out of bounds. Spurs ball, just a second left on the shot clock.
Yeah, a little bailout there. You know, Lovering's a tough guy for Trey King. You got to go one-on-one against the post. And the post starting right at the corner 3-point line. Spurs got to get an open shot here.
See what Ingram draws up. He's going to throw it into Nunn. Be a shot clock violation. Nunn did not get the shot off in time.
That was the quickest 1 second I've ever seen.
Extremely quick 1 second. Chance letting the refs know he thought Spurs got fouled. But Giroux with it now. He's going to use the Dixon screen. Dixon physical inside, trying to post up the smaller Flagler. Giroux top of key, drives right, strip from Ingram. Ends up with Hinton, hit in the left, no good, tipped. And it finds a way in. Might have been a foul as well. It's like the foul happened before the shot. But because the Hustle are in the bonus.
I mean, how about the loose bounces just getting to the Hustle's hands? I mean, Giroux finding that one, getting it to go off a foul.
Yeah, it was a foul and one, excuse me. Thought the call originally was on the floor. But they're going to count the basket and tip in from Hinton, and he'll shoot a free throw and swish it. Hustle back up 7 now. Flagler going to slow it down. Use the Mangus screen. Likes this matchup with Watson. He's going to kick it to Mangus. Mangus the drive. The floater over Lovering, no good.
And one.
Rebound and thrown up by Nunn. No good, but he'll head to the line. And Spurs attack just has been constant. It won't stop.
Well, they got to find something. I mean, like I love what's worked the last couple possessions was a drive and kick. But like I said, it's been starting from the attacking, and Nunn has been, you know, crashing the glass there. He's not afraid to go against the trees inside, and you know, almost finishing there by Mangus, but Nunn crashing from the corner. But I mean, again, if you're you know, I'd love to see Adam Flagler be a little bit more aggressive. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of him. 1 of 4 from the field, and someone he averaged 26 points per game last season for the Oklahoma City Blue.
Yeah, Flagler last year for the Blue. 26.5 points per game. He's an NCAA champion. He averaged 5.5 and 5.5 rebounds and assists as well for them. In 3 games this year for the Austin Spurs, he scored 14 in each. Also get a bucket and an offensive foul on Flagler. Hit the defender in the face. That'll be his 3rd. And Williams will check in for him to finish out the half.
Spurs substitution.
Looks like Trey King is going to come out. Small lineup.
Yeah, small lineup. But I think what Chance wants, you know, what he's looking for here is, you know, for guys to get out and run. They got to cut this lead, because this was a 4-point deficit about 30 seconds ago. Now we could be looking at a 10-point game.
This Hustle looking to bring this game into double digits. Watson can't find Lovering down low. Off Lovering, Spurs ball, 39.7 left on the clock. Spurs opportunity here for a 2-for-1. Not acknowledging the 2-for-1. Kind of speeds things up. He's going to take Dixon to the rim. Might have gone fouled, and he did. Dixon, he'll pick up a foul. That'll be his 2nd. So if you look at the Hustle starting 5, 4 out of 5 of them have at least 2 fouls. Paul Watson off the bench has 2 as well.
You got to make the free throws, Will. I mean, that's the difference here. You're getting the free throw line, but you're shooting 30%. So 7 misses, 14 points potentially missed. I mean, minus the 3-point. So let's call it 15 missed points at the free throw line for the Austin Spurs, and that's you can have a 6-point lead.
That one no good as well. Make it 3 for 11. Spurs shooting 75.2% from free throw this year. Way off their average tonight, shooting 3 for 11. Giroux holding. Game clock ahead of the shot clock by 8 seconds. Giroux, the crossover, really heating up in the second quarter. The pull-up jumper over Banks, swishes it. He shares a laugh with the Hustle bench as well. DeJon Giroux heating up here to end this half. 5 seconds left. Williams with it. Williams attacks, runs into a handful of Hustle defenders, and it'll be a blocking foul on Nate Hidden. Williams heads the line, 3 seconds left in the clock. I
mean, I'll tell you what, Will, I think fouls and free throw shooting are going to be the key in the second half for the Spurs. And who are going to get in foul trouble? But again, converting the free throw line is the difference. Is Williams, again, continues to be aggressive here and gets the block there. Yeah, hitting way late to get to the spot there.
Seemed like no matter who was inside for the Hustle, Williams was going to get to the rim. He knocks down a free throw.
Still enough time for the Hustle to get a shot off.
Giroux gonna let it fly, crosses half court, the deep three, almost hit it. DeJon Giroux, that one was a close one. He's been fantastic for the Hustle, who are up 9 points to end the second quarter. Spurs looking to come back at half. We'll be back at the break.
Hey, I'm headed to H-E-B. Need anything?
Actually, yeah, I do got a list going.
Wait, where did that come from? Seriously? Ooh.
Victor.
I was just thinking a bag of chips or a yogurt.
Oh, I know I forgot something. You got a pen?
This is Velvet. Velvet brings you live broadcast music, live sports, and must-watch entertainment right now. Missed it live? Watch anytime with our growing library of music, movies, and shows. Stream everything for just $5.99 a month, or save big with our annual plan at $29.99. Subscribe at velvetlive.tv.
H-E-B was founded on the unwavering belief that each and every person counts. Through our Be the Change initiative, we're proudly highlighting partner stories, community initiatives, and featured suppliers throughout our stores. We believe that change is rooted in action, and together we can create real change. Learn more about our featured suppliers, partners, and community initiatives at heb.com/bethechange.
40-49. The party was in Austin this week for Spurs Week Austin. The San Antonio Spurs came up and played 2 home games at the Moody Center as part of their annual I-35 trip. But this year, they brought more than just basketball to the community. They unveiled this week a newly refurbished basketball court at the Foundation Community's M Station Apartments. That's an affordable housing community outside downtown Austin. Rookies Carter Bryant and Dylan Harper helped not only unveil the court, but they helped break it in too. They led the kids in the community with drills and activities, and they also hosted a special shoe giveaway with custom sneakers for students in attendance. This court unveil helps support the commitment to investing in safe, accessible play across Austin. The San Antonio Spurs brought more than just basketball to the Austin community this week. On the other side of this break, we'll have more from Will and Alex on the first half.
Hey, Caitlin, can you make it from there? Hey, Caitlin, how about from here?
Come on, guys.
Yeah, she can't make it from there. No chance.
Caitlin, conmigo, let. You got it.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Hey, Caitlin, from here might be impressive. Am I right?
Whatever, Che.
So right here.
From there.
From anywhere.
All right, well, looks like she can do it.
Impressive.
Good shot, baby.
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.
Welcome back to the HEB Center in Austin, Texas. Spurs down 9 at half to the hustle, but Harrison Ingram has been doing a fantastic job getting the Austin Spurs going, especially early here. He's able to create a lot of opportunities at the rim.
Yeah, the Spurs relied on him early on, in the first quarter. A lot of use for him, again, getting the rebounds, and even when guys got the rebound, they passed to him to start the offense to get that going. And to start 9 points, 5 boards, 4 of 9 shooting, and he's really at his best when he gets going downhill. We see it in the post here, but when he comes off those rebounds on defense, he's attacking downhill like you see here. He's got a guard body in the NBA, so I know Spurs fans want to see him play well in the perimeter like you see here, the step back 3. So mixing it up a little bit on all parts of the offense, again, going downhill, attacking the bigger defenders there. Again, leading to 9 points in that first half for Harrison.
Yes, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 for 9 in just 18 minutes. Obviously, a terrific rebounder as well. Second in the G League at 12.8 per game. So he's been creating opportunities for the Spurs as well on the defensive end and offensive end, crashing the glass.
Yeah, I think he's been someone, again, with the rebounding you mentioned too. It's a team effort game on rebounding, and he's been leading the charge there. 5 boards here for him on the defensive side, and I think for Harrison, he's just got to continue to attack on offense and be someone that's, again, doing it all at the perimeter.
Yes, Harrison Ingram will need to get things going for the Austin Spurs in the second half as they trail the Hustle by 9. We'll be back to start the third quarter.
The Zodiac Halftime Report, sponsored by H-E-B. Here, everything's better. And Velvet, where stories are felt.
Personalized service without compromise. It's a quality that any financial institution, business owner, or individual should expect from their financial services company. And it's a quality that's been a part of the fabric of SWBC from the very beginning. Early in their careers, Gary Dudley and Charlie Amato saw firsthand that companies were not delivering the standard of service that they felt clients and customers deserved. So in 1976, two friends set out to build a company with one goal in mind: to meet the complex financial needs of their customers with a world-class level of support, and SWBC was born. Today, SWBC offers a wide range of financial products and services, from insurance, mortgages and wealth management, to solutions to help business owners and financial institutions streamline operations, lower costs, and take care of their employees, helping them reach their maximum potential. With industry expertise, fresh perspectives, and the latest technology, SWBC's team of professionals are dedicated, hardworking, and focused on helping our clients, helping our community, and helping each other be successful. In every consultation, every support call, and every interaction, that same spirit of service that launched the company motivates and inspires each individual at SWBC to deliver on the promise Gary and Charlie made to their clients on day one, more than 4 decades ago. SWBC, an innovative approach to personalized service.
How far is too far? There's only one way to find out.
For the Austin Spurs, especially in that second quarter, really struggled to get going offensively.
Yeah, a lot of that struggles honestly came from the second unit. You know, and we look at these stat sheets here. Adam Flagler only 2 points, Trey King 3 points, and on the other side, the Memphis Hustle have been dominating from the bench points. So look at Paul Watson's 13 points and Charlie Brown's 9 points, and those two, that's kind of been the difference in that second quarter. Guys coming in with a burst of energy, and you know, as we saw early in the first quarter, Harrison Ingram was dominant. He used a lot of the possession, you know, for the Austin Spurs, but again, and Burton on the other side led the way for the Hustle. But then again, that seemed to kind of flip. The Spurs started turning the ball over, and we talked about the rebound discrepancies too. That was a big story, and those loose balls, those hustle plays we talked about for the Austin Spurs, that seemed to be the difference because it was going the Hustle's way.
Yes, the Hustle have played terrific, especially on defense to offense. Donovan Williams, though, and Harrison Ingram, both 4 for 9 from the field. You like to see that if you're an Austin Spurs fan. But the Hustle just have been tough to stop inside attacking the rim. McGowan's did so there, but guys off the bench, as you said, Watson, Giroux, they got going towards the end of the second quarter. So Flagler and the Spurs bench need to do so as well. As you take a look shortly at this first half stats presented by H-E-B. Again, the Hustle up 9, and the big disparity there is free throws, right?
Oh, yeah.
Spurs only made 4, so did the Hustle, but 4 for 12 from the free throw line.
Yeah, a lot of missed points. We talked about Kyle Mangus had an opportunity to make 3 points on that free throw, so we're looking at 9, so it's almost, let's call it 18 points if we have an and 1, so 18 missed points for the Austin Spurs. Could have a 9-point lead if they make the free ones.
Yes, and the bench points also outscoring the Spurs 26-5 off the bench. Hustle scored 46 off the bench on Friday night as well. As it's a beautiful day in Austin, and we'll be back to start the second half live from the H-E-B Center after the break.
Yeah, you don't wanna know what it took, though. You could only see what you look for. You don't wanna.
Week 32 of living. I still have yet to try the coveted butter tortilla. So, I mean, have I really lived? Each day passes by filled with orange-brown goo. Oh, not another airplane. I am no fool. I know a spoon when I see one. Again with the tummy time? I just want to know when it will be tortilla in my tummy time. I assure you, parentals, one day I will taste what is meant to be mine. Really? Oh, yeah. Come to baby, baby. No, 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 no! Oh, another plan thwarted. Wait, those tortillas are getting torn far too thin for adult consumption. Could this mean... Yes! Now, if I just had something to smother it in.
This is Velvet. Velvet brings you live broadcast music, live sports, and must-watch entertainment right now. Missed it live? Watch anytime with our growing library of music, movies, and shows. Stream everything for just $5.99 a month, or save big with our annual plan at $29.99. Subscribe at velvetlive.tv.
Hey, I'm headed to H-E-B. Need anything?
Actually, yeah, I do got a list going.
Wait, where did that come from? Seriously? Ooh.
Victor. I was just thinking a bag of chips or a yogurt.
Oh, I know I forgot something. You got a pen?
This is Velvet. Velvet brings you live broadcast music, live sports, and must-watch entertainment right now. Missed it live? Watch anytime with our growing library of music, movies, and shows. Stream everything for just $5.99 a month, or save big with our annual plan at $29.99. Subscribe at velvetlive.tv.
You don't wanna know what it took, though. You could only see what you look for. You don't wanna...
Week 32 of living. I still have yet to try the coveted butter tortilla. So, I mean, have I really...
Yeah, you don't wanna...
9 to start the second half. It's been a rough night for them offensively, trying to attack the big guys inside for the Memphis Hustle. Although Donovan Williams, Jaden Nunn haven't been afraid attacking the rim. They've been getting to the free throw line as Williams sees his stats there. 12 points, 4 for 9 from the field. Leading scorer for the Austin Spurs for the Hustle. Their leading scorer, Paul Watson, with 13 off the bench. Harrison Ingram brings the ball up the floor. Has the ball now in the post on Dixon, looking for Williams off the cut. Now Mangus. Mangus pump fakes, gets Burton flying. Three-pointer, no good. Ingram's tip-in is good, and that's what Harrison Ingram does so well.
Yeah, again, fantastic job on the offense glass there. The Hustle aren't a great defensive rebounding team where they take advantage. Harrison Ingram adding to 11 points now.
And Alex, what do the Spurs need to do to get back into this thing?
Well, I think the big thing is taking care of the basketball. I mean, and crashing the defensive glass. This is not a team that scores a ton of points, but getting them extra possessions by turning the ball over and crashing. I think it's just the same story, and that's why, that's why the Spurs are down. But also, again, the missed free throws, man. That's just, if you want to continue to be aggressive with Donovan Williams and Nunn, that's awesome. You should do that, but you got to make the free throws. 4 of 12 is not sustainable for winning basketball.
4 of 12 getting outscored by their bench by 21 points as Mangus finds his way inside, fouled by Brown. Brown not happy with the call. But Mangus will head to the free throw line, and Charlie Brown picks up his 4th personal foul.
Yeah, and we talk about the free throw numbers, but I mean, that's the big part of that is because that the Hustle are going to be in foul trouble, and Charlie Brown with 4 fouls, that's a big loss Hinton coming in for him. But you got to convert these chances. I mean, this is going to be an opportunity to make it a 5-point game, and then and you're going to continue to foul. If you're going to foul these guys out, you got to take advantage of the free ones.
Yeah, most definitely. Mangus missed one free throw on a 3-pointer, one free throw for 3 points. He drains that one down. It's a good sign to see. Crocker using the lowering screen. The deep floater swishes it. Small guard Pierre Crocker. His first points of the game.
Yeah. I feel like we didn't see a lot of Crocker, but we saw a lot of Paul Watson instead.
Ingram kicks open a wide open Williams. He responds.
Donovan Williams' first 3 of the game went over 3 in the first half, and I think, again, the Spurs are at their best when they attack the inside, attack the big guys, but then find the corner shooters. A couple times, like Trey King, Donovan Williams there have been wide open in the corner. Keep finding that soft pocket.
Yeah, Alex, Spurs have gotten good looks today from 3. Haven't been able to get them to go. What about the defense from Kyle Mangus? Tries to shake Crockle and Dixon. He's going to kick it to Nunn. Nunn, you know he wants to attack, and he does. Bigger Lovering, no problem. Misses the first, gets his own miss, and gets a layup. And the Spurs, on a 9-2 run to start the 3rd quarter. Coach Santacola and the Hustle want to talk things over for a timeout. And Jaden Nunn with a coast-to-coast play. The first one may not have worked out for him, but the second one does. We'll be back with 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you don't want to know what it took, though. You could only see what you look for. You don't want to...
I ain't even gonna hold you. Bitter really is an acquired taste. That's how you know it's not for everybody. But the real ones know where that flavor is. When you get to the bottom of that mug, when there ain't nothing left but that grit, that's where you really appreciate that grind. Because nothing tastes as good as getting your leg back. It tastes good, don't it?
This is Velvet. Velvet brings you live broadcast music, live sports, and must-watch entertainment right now. Missed it live? Watch anytime with our growing library of music, movies, and shows. Stream everything for just $5.99 a month, or save big with our annual plan at $29.99. Subscribe at velvetlive.tv.
Spurs off to a hot start in the second half. Went on a quick 9-2 run with under 2 minutes. And they've been attacking the rim, Alex.
Yeah, attacking the rim and making the free throw chance and getting the open looks. Again, coming from attacking. That's what happens when you attack. You get those chances at the free throw line and in the corner.
Burton draws a foul there on Banks. At Dixon, who's open on the 3-point line, but spin turns around. He gets Banks up in the air. It's going to be Banks' 3rd personal foul.
Yeah, good body control by Burton there, using his pivot foot, getting Banks to jump on one of those pump fakes. Again, we talked about how the Hustle have been falling for the pump fakes. The Spurs, again, shallow bench for Coach Chance and the Spurs tonight. You got to stay on your feet if you're Trey Banks.
Yeah, Spurs only played 8 players. They picked up Jaquan Walton yesterday for some extra hope. He hasn't seen the floor today. Maybe he will in the second half, though. Again, Osayo Sifu out, Isaiah Miller out, David Jones-Garcia out. Alfred Payton got picked up by Team USA. A lot of players in and out of the lineup for the Austin Spurs. Jaden Nunn throws one up, gets fouled by Crockle. And it will be a shooting foul.
A chance to make it a 1-point game again, converting the free throw line. Jaden Nunn. We talked a lot about Donovan Williams in the first half, but yeah, I agree. Nunn was really aggressive in that first half, setting the tone for the perimeter guards. Again, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. That's 6 missed points there. A chance to make up for the 3-point free throw here.
Yeah, Nunn been Terrific score for the Austin Spurs this season as he drills to the free throw. Averaged 9.7 and 50% shooting in all 14 tip-off tournament games this fall. Burton now with it, struggled with foul trouble early in that first half. He's going to be fouled here. Banks wants a review. That'll be his fourth. Spurs looking at the video room right here.
No challenge on that. They're not going to challenge that, but that's 2 quick fouls for Banks in the first, 2.5 minutes. So that's going to be big. You're going to get Trey King to come in for him. But, again, Spurs have a shallow bench tonight. Only 8 guys have played so far. So losing a guy like Banks with 4 fouls is going to be tough. They're going to call Banks for a little bit of push in the back right here. I thought he gave a push in the back signal, but Banks was in front of him. So maybe they had the wrong guy.
Yeah, Burton used a little forearm on the contact with Banks. Chance thought about it, looked back to his video coordinator. The free throw from Burton goes in the hustle. Up 3. Nunn attacking Lovering. Throws one up, gets fouled. He'll shoot another free throw. I mean, jaded Nunn.
Yeah, go. I mean, we talked about how he's gone after the big man when he's in the paint, but how about they're taking him on the perimeter? I mean, Nunn, again, if Nunn's going to keep aggressive and be attacking, the refs are going to call fouls for him, and you got to keep going because they can't guard him. And when you get fouled, it's the guys aren't guarding you.
Nunn, the smallest player in the Spurs lineup right now, yet he has the most free throws attempted for them in this game. This will be his 5th free throw attempt, 2 for 4 to start the game. Let's see if he hits this one. And he does. 2 in the first half. Maybe the Spurs free throw shooting woes are over in the second half.
I mean, Will, how much of an impact has that made, really? I mean, the Spurs have gotten the line, they've converted, and that's just something they should have done in the first half and just couldn't.
Lovering inside, and the flying block from Nunn. Nunn challenging Lovering on the offensive end, but the defensive end too.
I mean, how about Nunn? A career-high 3 blocks on Friday for Jay Nunn. We've seen him play bigger than his size there, and he's taking on the big man, no problem.
I wish he was doing this jump ball against Lovering. I know Harrison Ingram is, but it would just be cool. I love seeing those small, big jump balls, and Nunn not afraid to take on the 7-footer.
How about the All-Star game where Anthony Edwards wanted to jump ball against Vic, and how about winning the tip there?
Good hustle from Trey King and Donovan Williams. Both doing the right thing, just at the wrong time.
Yeah. Going after it. But I'll tell you what, these type of plays, these momentum plays, again, what a block, well-timed block there by Nunn. Lovering had no idea, but again, it's those type of plays that just gets the energy going on the bench, energy going on the court. It's like, okay, then we see this guy making these plays, attacking the rim. Let's keep it going. Those are momentum plays, and it's all about continuing to sustain success throughout the game.
Yeah, his energy's been contagious. Again, not only on offense, but defense too. Hinton finds Burton off the pin down. Burton drives and launches, flushes it home over a couple Spurs defenders. Looks like he jumped off a trampoline there for the one-handed dunk. Ingram looking. Bounce pass to Williams.
No.
Williams loses it. That'll be a backcourt violation. Hustle basketball. As you see, Burton.
The way he caught it off the wing, too, off the run, he got the angle on Nunn, and that seemed like that was going to be the end result the whole way down. I mean, when you catch the ball on the run like that on the wing and no one in front of you besides the rim, it's going to be a meeting up there.
He took off from outside the paint, and Burton wants it again. And a kick to Crockle. Crockle, always a reluctant three-point shooter. He's going to spin and drill the midi, though. Crockle, even though only 6 feet tall, no attempts from beyond the arc this year. Williams drives, finds a cutting Nunn. Nunn trapped down low, finds Ingram outside. Ingram, the jab step. Sizing up Hinton, who taps the floor. Williams, corner 3.
Oh.
Thought the shooter touch was maybe there, wasn't. Here comes Crockle. Crockle, the high arcing floater, gets it to go. Pierre Crockle. 2 back-to-back shots. Maybe a response from his former teammate Jada Nunn at point guard. Nunn crosses over. Jump shot. Over Lovering is good.
Yeah, he's playing within himself. He's got good rhythm on that mid-range jumper. He's got to get some stops on defense here. Can't let Crockle get the best of him on defensive end.
Even though it's a make, Crockle just comes flying down the other end. Lovering tries catching inside, unable to do so. Gonna be out of bounds, Spurs ball. Couple subs here. Flagler, McGowan's, they'll check in. Ingram checking out. Mangus checking out. That means a 3-guard lineup of Nunn, McGowan's, and Flagler in. Chance having a conversation with the officials. Gowan's driving, kicks out. Trey King, the three-pointer. Off the back rim, Williams comes flying in. Almost picked up an over-the-back foul. That's letting it slide, though. Nunn playing way off Crockett. Burton can use the Lovering screen. Hesitates. Floater short, fight for the rebound, tipped off Lovering. Be Spurs ball.
Yeah, it's been a really physical game these last couple minutes here, and that's what both coaches were trying to, mediate with the officials there. But Spurs got to attack, got to keep the glass, got to under control. Spurs only down by 5. That's because they've been able to rebound the ball, no free possessions.
Yes, it has been chippy. Down low. I mean, also 18 personal fouls. Williams attacks the rim, no good. King trying to keep it alive, out of bounds. Spurs ball. Good effort from Trey King to get an extra possession for the Spurs. Spurs take it out under the baseline. Nunn stayed in the game. Usually his rotation be taken out, but Chance kept him in because of how well he's playing. King wide open for a 3 there, no good. Crockle now with it. By Trey McGowan's. Use the Ousmane screen. The switch there. Ousmane has a mismatch inside. Dixon's going to let it fly from 3. Way off. Good box out.
Yep, there he is. That's the importance of boxing out. Even if you don't get the rebound, let your teammates come crash.
Williams comes flying in. The ball went flying into the stands. Wanted a foul, not going to get it. As Deshaun Giroux checks in for Crockle. But Donovan Williams, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 5 for 12 from the field tonight. Couldn't convert that opportunity there. Nunn on the wing. Wants the matchup on Burton, but stolen by Hinton. Hinton has his former college teammate Giroux. Giroux up at the right hand and gets a layup to go.
Yeah, I would love to see Nunn, pull that. We've seen the hustle not jump as much now in the second half of those pump fakes, and I think if Nunn, the way you're feeling it, you got to let that one fly. He didn't put the ball on the ground, led to a turnover. It's a little chippy here.
Williams being physical with the bigger Dixon. Finds King. King drive by the elbow Dixon. That's going to be a blocking foul on Dixon. The fouls continue to pile up for the Memphis Hustle. 19 team fouls. Dixon's 3rd. Many Hustle players in foul trouble. Dixon now going to be taken out of the game for Paul Watson.
Yeah, setting the floor on the foul totals. Yeah, Dixon's got 3, Burton's got 3, Lovering's got 3, Brown with 4, Watson coming in the game with 2. That's big for the Hustle because you're staying in this game and a lot of your depth guys, a lot of your starters now have got 3 fouls. I mean that's a lot.
And big for the Spurs.
Yeah,
right?
Spurs have to take advantage. You got to continue to attack. They had a lot of. I mean, the field goal percentage just is not there right now. Free throw numbers have gotten better because of the second half. So I think you just got to keep attacking the rim, try to get more to the line.
Williams kicks out to McGowan. McGowan's corner 3, no good. Hinton the rebound.
I like that look a lot, Will. I still like attacking the rim, finding the corner 3. That's what's been working for you throughout the game, and they're going to get an offensive foul there.
Offensive foul on Hinton. How about the work by Adam Flagler down low, guarding the bigger Ousmane, fronting him, preventing the ball from entering the post, which led to the offensive foul.
That's a great call, Will. I mean, yeah, that fronting defense here, you see by Flagler there, that's so crucial. That's a really tough pass you're even trying to consider at the top of the key, down in the paint. And good job by Flagler making it impossible. And that 1 second led to a turnover.
It's good defense from the Austin Spurs. That hasn't been the issue tonight. The offense has been. Mangus had Ingram, but Williams coming off a screen was fouled. Foul's going to be on 77 to Sean Giroux. Giroux, the only hustle who was not in foul trouble. Now he is 2. Mangus had Ingram wide open. Little miscommunication by the hustle, and good foul, honestly, by Giroux to prevent a layup there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of, but I feel like also on the other side, you're the hustle, you're getting a lot of loose ball fouls, a lot of off-the-ball fouls. I mean, there was a great find, nice drill moves by Mangus to find Ingram, but yeah, a little bailout. Hopefully, Williams can convert here. Oh my goodness.
Free throws in and out. Ingram might have it. Ousmane gets it from him. Giroux jumping, not for joy. He was looking for a cutter there. McGowan's grabbing Giroux's jersey. No call. Giroux between the legs. Finds Ousmane inside. Ousmane loses it. Spurs ball. Yes, now it's Spurs ball. Refs originally called it hustle ball. They changed it to Spurs. It was off Ousmane's knee.
McGowan's absolutely got away with a tug there. I thought that was a lot of calls going the Spurs' way, but it's still a 7-point hustle lead.
Mangus now with it. He's going to drive right. Hesitates. Gets Ousmane in the air, and Ousmane called for the foul. Mangus will head to the free throw line, and more attempts from the charity stripe for the Austin Spurs. Ousmane second personal. Spurs about to shoot free throw 17, and if you're the Spurs, this is the guy, again, you want shooting free throws because he's shooting at an 80% clip.
Look at the charity stripe. Look at the hustle here. Everyone coming off the bench has 2 fouls. 4 starters, at least 3 fouls. Again, keeping an eye on those numbers because we're only 4.5 to go in the third quarter.
But if you're the hustle, wouldn't you rather have multiple guys be in foul trouble, if that makes sense, than one guy, maybe a big player with 5 or deep in foul trouble?
Definitely understand, but it's also at the same time like you're just not getting the calls that you want on your end. I guess they get a foul here, but again, guys are you're going to give the Spurs free chance at the free throw line no matter what. I know it's definitely better not to have one guy completely foul out, but still, I mean, you still have, who's got the 4 fouls here? Brown hasn't seen the court since the start of the third quarter.
Yeah, Burton's had trouble getting in rhythm as well.
Exactly.
3 fouls in the first half. Giroux sharing a fun moment there with the Spurs bench. Giroux speedy to the rim. That one no good. Gets a late whistle, foul on Harrison Ingram.
I'll tell you what, McGowan's is playing like he's running from something. He's just going after, he was going after the ball the whole way there, trying to get multiple steal attempts there. Ingram gets charged with a foul there. That's a big call.
Hustle up 5 to Sean Giroux. The Houston product at the free throw line for 1, knocks that one down.
Pushes the crowd too.
Yeah, Giroux's having fun on the court, not afraid to show his emotions. Just like he was in college, 3 years at Houston, NCAA All-Region, All-American Conference tourney, Defensive Player of the Year in 2021 for the American Conference. So Giroux always been a terrific player. He comes flying in for the rebound there, gets the miss and gets 2 and lays out a screen. Hustle up 7. Flagler is Brown on him. Mangus gets Giroux flying way high. His jumper no good. Kyle Mangus 7 threes on Friday night, just 1 for 4 from beyond the arc. Good looks as well. Giroux, the layup, that's going to be an offensive foul on Ousmane. An illegal screen there.
I think, Will, you made a really awesome point before about how getting into flow and rhythm of a game. And when you have all these fouls called, I mean, Donovan Williams airballing from the left corner, because again, you can't get in a rhythm of a game if there's constant stoppage and constant fouls. And for guys, they can't get rhythm because they're not on the court. They also can't get in rhythm because things are just stopping and starting. And you know, that's definitely been affecting the Spurs offense, even though they've gotten the line.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think the Spurs can attest to that as well in terms of the fouls affecting them. It seems like every time down the line, they're at the free throw line.
Or they're looking for, oh my goodness, whoa.
Ousmane fouls. McGowan's hard there. Ref's surely going to take a look at this one.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what Giroux's saying right now. It's like you don't need to do that. You're up by 9. You have a lot of momentum. I mean, Giroux's been playing very well the last couple minutes. You know, a lot of momentum on this way, and you don't. This is an absolute frustration foul. That might be a flagrant too. Complete, you know, unnecessary contact and the windup as well. And so now you're going to lose. If that's the case, you're going to lose another guy for the Memphis Hustle. For a guy who only had 3 fouls.
The guy only had 3 fouls, and they only had 9 players playing tonight, so it shrinks their rotation down to 8. Austin Spurs been playing with a limited amount of players as well. Crowd reacts to that call as it looks like Ousmane grabbed McGowan's, might have got his neck. We'll take a live look at what the refs are seeing as well.
I would not be surprised if that does get upgraded to a flagrant 2, at least a flagrant 1 for sure. I mean, that's unnecessary contact to the head or neck area, wind up and all. I mean, this is, again, if you're the Hustle, you got momentum going right now, and that's a play that's just going to be. I love what Giroux was doing, pulling his guy aside and confronting him immediately. That's great leadership from him. It's just like you don't need to do that right now because we have this momentum going right there. He was basically saying, I think the Spurs were frustrated. Like, let them be frustrated. Call it and go your way. That's fine. Get a stop, and that's just and. So this will be big for the Spurs, whatever this call ends up being.
And Ousmane, a lot bigger than McGowan's. If he just put his hands up, he could have done a good job at contesting the rim. Instead, tries to make a play on McGowan's.
I don't even know if that's a play. I think that was a complete frustration play. 100%. It's a frustration play. But even if you wanted to foul, like the windup and all that is so crucial.
It will be a flagrant 1 foul for windup and impact on Ousmane. So Austin Spurs will have 1 free throw for 2 points. Because McGowan's was fouled, he will shoot the free throw. Ousmane not ejected, so he'll stay on the bench. But picking up a flagrant foul. And Spurs will have a free throw for 2 points and the ball. Crucial possession as the Spurs could get a free throw from McGowan's here and another look offensively to cut this lead down.
Yeah, so like you said, it's going to be 2 free throw or free throw for 2 points plus you're getting the ball back too. So this is essentially 2 possessions in 1 if McGowan's can convert.
Your pin drop in the HEB Center before McGowan's free throw attempts. And rolls in. Alex takes a sigh of relief along with the rest of the crowd. Considering the Austin Spurs free throw woes, you take a look at Ousmane gets subbed out of the game, rightfully so, after that hard foul on McGowan's.
I mean, now, like I said, the momentum was in the Hustle's side. Giroux was making great plays, and now the Spurs have a chance to make it a 2-possession game without the Hustle touching the ball again. Why not?
Flagler's three-pointer is short. Lovering the rebound, who just checks in for Ousmane. Giroux now with it. Giroux, the leading scorer for the Hustle with 14 points, was the leading scorer for them in their last game against the Stockton Kings with 29. They're looking for Dixon. Dixon, the lefty 3 from the wing, cashes it. Dixon makes his first 3-pointer of the game.
And he's had a couple really good looks, so I know that feels good for him to finally get one in. A couple great looks by the lefty.
Yes, Dixon has had some open looks. That one contested and gets it to go. McGowan's fouled hard again, this time by Lovering inside. So McGowan's will head to the free throw line.
McGowan's is just, the way he's playing, he's just like, it's almost like he's got blinders on right now. He's just going. It's just constant go. On defense, he's chasing the ball. On offense, he's trying to get guys to foul. And the Hustle of just putting their arms down and they're going to get called for that every time.
We're going to take a break. When we return, McGowan's will shoot some free throws.
Yeah, you don't want to know what it took, though. You could only see what you look for. You don't want to...
Week 32 of living. I still have yet to try the coveted butter tortilla. So, I mean, have I really lived? Each day passes by filled with orange-brown goo. Oh, not another airplane. I am no fool. I know a spoon when I see one. Again with the tummy time? I just want to know when it will be tortilla in my tummy time. I assure you, parentals, one day I will taste what is meant to be mine. Really? Oh, yeah. Come to baby, baby. No, 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 no! Oh, another plan thwarted. Wait, those tortillas are getting torn far too thin for adult consumption. Could this mean... Yes! Now, if I just had something to smother it in.
Yeah, you don't wanna know what it took, though. You could only see in what you look for. You don't wanna...
We're back at the HEB Center at Cedar Park. Austin Spurs trailing the Memphis Hustle by 10 here in the third quarter. Now, Kyle Mangus has 7 points on the night so far tonight, but the more important number to focus on is that number 20. He came into Austin wearing number 24, but when he had the opportunity to wear 20 for the Austin Spurs, he jumped at it. He said Spurs legend Manu Ginobili was his favorite player growing up, and since then, he's always tried to play like him. A little unorthodox, a great team player, and a fierce competitor. He said he got to meet Manu this summer, and it was a very special moment for him, guys.
Very cool to see that Manu, Kyle Mangus were able to meet this summer. Have a great relationship between them. Cool to see Kyle honor Manu for the Austin Spurs. Obviously, the numbers are tied for San Antonio. Brown now with it. Floater is good. Chiro crossed over. McGowan's there. Got him slipping and sliding. Which led to the floater.
Another one.
McGowan's to the rim again as Lovering picks up a foul. That'll be Lovering's 5th personal foul. McGowan's and Nunn. They may be the smallest players on the floor for the Austin Spurs, but they just keep getting to the line and shooting free throws. McGowan's, by the way, 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Well, they're looking. I mean, they're seeing how these refs are officiating, and they're going right at him. I mean, the big guys can't stop fouling. They're on that one. Lovering just was not able to slide over. McGowan's going right into his body, but then he's also in the previous play he got Lovering kind of reaching down on him. So McGowan's has played super well going downhill, looking for contact, and it's leading to some opportunities. And again, here we go, chipping away at the Hustle's depth.
Yes, Hustle used to playing without Lovering, as Lovering just rejoined the team last night for the trip to Austin today.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Dixon the big, he gets a lefty finger roll to go.
Yeah, he's been great. If Dixon gets that left hand, it's over for the Spurs. That's something he's got to continue to cut off.
McGowan's kicks to Mangus for 3, and that one's good. And by the way, McGowan's new to attack the rim, look for the foul call. Defense kind of backed off, which led to the Mangus 3.
And I love that. Again, it's finding that corner. I want to see these guys shoot more off this catch. Memphis is not jumping too much at it, so just keep shooting over these guys. And they're getting a foul call.
Dixon gets to his left, but McGowan's fouls Dixon. Both were upset. Dixon wanted a foul. McGowan thought he got ball.
But, Will, how many times, like the last offensive possession, how many times we just talked about that corner shot being there for the Spurs? And, I mean, the Spurs, the Spurs at home average 9 3-point makes a game, and they're at 6 right now. So I feel like if you can get to that spot consistently, you're going to be able to chip away because they're making that.
Yeah, Spurs have gotten great looks from just driving kicks.
Yes.
Right? Plays like that.
Yeah.
8 assists on the night, but it's not like they haven't gotten good looks from beyond the arc.
There goes McGowan's again.
McGowan's weaves his way around the paint. Flagler now to Ingram. Ingram fakes the handoff. He's going to attack Brown with 4 fouls. Kicks out wide open. Flagler 3. Way short, tipped. And McGowan's ends up with it at half court. He wants to attack Dixon. He goes up right-handed layup off glass. Trey McGowan's has come alive in the second half.
We said Ingram and Williams are kind of trading off in the first quarter. How about Nunn and McGowan's in the third quarter here? Both guys being aggressive, attacking the defense.
Dixon wants to respond. 3-pointer, no good. McGowan's leaking out there, wide open in the corner. Ingram's going to keep it, though.
You're going to find him again. They're going to try to find him again here.
Ingram spins up with the right hand. Layup
there we go.
Is good. Harrison Ingram, what a finish. Seen one of those from him tonight already. adds on his scoring total with that play.
He's been so good in the perimeter again, going downhill. Three-point shot hasn't been there, but he's been able to get, attack the defense by attacking downhill.
20 seconds left in the quarter, 7 on the shot clock. Giroux with it, likes the matchup with Mangus. Wants the kick, stolen by McGowan. Shot clock violation. Spurs ball. Good team defense from the Austin Spurs, chipping away at this hustle lead.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the Spurs, McGowan's on the perimeter there, great one-on-one defense by Mangus, but McGowan's be able to help there, force the shot clock violation. Spurs have a chance to make this tie the game.
10 seconds left. See what the Spurs do here. Flagler with it now. 5 seconds. Flagler to Nunn. Nunn takes on Giroux, lets it fly. Gets it to go. Jaden Nunn sharing a word with the hustle bench as well, and continues to start for the Austin Spurs with 18 points. And just like that, what was a double-digit game is now just a 3-point lead for the Memphis Hustle, thanks to the play of Jaden Nunn with this magical trick shot. We'll be back in the fourth quarter to finish this one out.
You don't want to know what it took, though. You could only see what you look for. You don't want to...
This is Velvet. Velvet brings you live broadcast music, live sports, and must-watch entertainment right now. Missed it live? Watch anytime with our growing library of music, movies, and shows. Stream everything for just $5.99 a month, or save big with our annual plan at $29.99. Subscribe at velvetlive.tv.
Hey, I'm headed to H-E-B. Need anything?
Actually, yeah, I do got a list going.
Wait, where did that come from? Seriously? Ooh. Victor.
I was just thinking a bag of chips or a yogurt.
Oh, I knew I forgot something. You got a pen?
Week 32 of living. I still have yet to try the coveted butter tortilla. So, have I really lived? Each day passes by filled with orange-brown goo. Oh, not another airplane. I am no fool. I know a spoon when I see one. Again with the tummy time? I just want to know when it will be tortilla in my tummy time. I assure you, parentals, one day I will taste what is meant to be mine. Really? Oh, yeah. Come to baby, baby. No, 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 no! Oh, another plan thwarted. Wait, those tortillas are getting torn far too thin for adult consumption. Could this mean... Yes! Now, if I just had something to smother it in.
Spurs are going to need some of that Jedi force in the fourth quarter if they want to make a comeback. So you see Darth Maul fight some Jedi there. It has been a fun day here in Austin as we take a look at the leading scores of the day. All-around effort for the hustle and for the Spurs. It's been Jaden Nunn, Donovan Williams getting the job done.
Yeah, but how about Trey McGowan's too? We're not seeing here. He had 6 points in that latter part of the third quarter to help build this lead, but he also got it done on the defensive end here too.
And McGowan's been a difference maker, especially in that third quarter. That one tips, so Nunn's going to have to save it. Ingram has numbers, kicks to Mangus. Mangus transition three. No good. That would have been to tie it. And Mangus so close to making some of those easy three-point attempts, but couldn't get that one to fall. Ousmane doubled in the post. Tipped by Ingram. Here comes McGowan's. Kicks out Flagler to Mangus. Mangus to Nunn. Nunn top of the key three. No good. Dixon the rebound.
A lot of back and forth there. I love Nunn, too. He's taking on the bigger defenders here, or bigger offensive guys. No problem, playing bigger than his size.
Burton drives, challenges Nunn. As you said, Alex, great verticality from Jaden Nunn inside.
I think the career high 3 blocks last game is, you know, he's playing off that a little bit.
Good find from Flagler inside.
What a turnover.
Dixon saves it behind the back pass, but right to his opponent, Trey McGowan.
You know, it's funny, Nunn broke a golden rule by never saving the ball underneath the basket, leading to a fast break point. I think that kind of classifies as why you don't do that, is saving the ball underneath their basket, because it's an easy transition point for the Spurs.
Yeah, Dixon saved it right to McGowan's.
Another air ball.
Jumper is short. Mangus flips that to Ingram. He cuts, which almost frees up a McGowan's 3, but Burton read the Spurs like a book. Comes down with the layup, no good. Feels like we're at a pickup basketball game. None up and under. That one's no good. Up and down play for both these two teams. Head coach Santacola for the Memphis Hustle says slow down. So Cockrell with the ball now. The turnaround jumper, that one's
another air. That's 3 air balls in a row by the Hustle in the last 3. Oh, besides the layups, the last 3 shots.
Spurs trying to take the lead for the first time in forever. Ingram, the layup, rolls it in, and the Spurs with the lead. They have not led in this one for a long time. In fact, their last lead was a 28-27 lead. Excuse me, 30-27 lead. 8:14 left in the second.
Another steal there by McGowan's.
McGowan strips that one away. He's going to cross over Burton as well. Kick out. Flagler three-pointer. Way short. Legs definitely are not under both of these teams. A little bit tired as we had in the fourth. Both really playing with short rotations. As you see the Spurs there missing some players. Isaiah Miller, Sayu Sifu not able to dress.
Trey Banks has 4 fouls. I mean, yeah. It's funny, too. Great note from the truck, too. The Spurs had 76 points in the first half in San Diego. They got 77 right now. So, you know, it's 2 different ball games. And the Spurs honestly been 2 different teams at home. They've been 5-5 on the road. They're 8-3. So Spurs trying to find that at-home success. Good block by McGowan's.
Burton inside to Cockrell. Block from McGowan's. Here comes Nunn. Nunn keeping Burton on his shoulder. Kicks to Flagler. Flagler to Mangus.
There we go.
Three-pointer is good. Mangus pumps his fist. And the Spurs up 4 points with 8:54 left in the fourth quarter. Great ball movement from the Austin Spurs, reminiscent of the San Antonio Spurs back in the day. We'll be back with 8:54 left in the fourth.
You don't want to know what it took, though. You could only see what you look for. You don't want to.
I ain't even gonna hold you. Bitter really is an acquired taste. That's how you know it's not for everybody. But the real ones know where that flavor is. When you get to the bottom of that mug, when there ain't nothing left but that grit, that's where you really appreciate that grind. Because nothing tastes as good as getting your leg back. Tastes good, don't it?
This is Velvet. Velvet brings you live broadcast music, live sports, and must-watch entertainment right now. Missed it live? Watch anytime with our growing library of music, movies, and shows. Stream everything for just $5.99 a month, or save big with our annual plan at $29.99. Subscribe at velvetlive.tv.
Yeah, you don't want to know what it took, though. You could only see what you look for. You don't want to.
Spurs start the fourth on a 7-0 run to take an 80-76 lead. Their first lead in quite some time in this game. And they came storming back thanks to the three-point shot making of Kyle Mangus, the up and down play of Trey McGowan's and Jaden Nunn, and the fans are having a ball here at the H-E-B Center.
Yeah, how about Mangus coming alive here in the second half? He's up now to 10 points in the second half. And the three-point shot, the corner three has been what's been falling for him. And the Spurs, that's been their best offense when they've been able to get to that corner three.
Last lead for the Spurs was 8:23 in the second quarter. All the stoppage of time in this one that feels like such a long time ago.
Great call.
Nonetheless, Spurs with the lead in the fourth quarter. That Ingram shot tipped by Burton. Here comes Cochran. Good defense from Banks to prevent a layup. None on Burton. Almost gets his hands on it there. McGowan comes in for the trap.
Great way to get back. Great recovery. Look at him go. Look at him
McGowan's
go.
on the floor.
My goodness.
Gets that one. Ingram with it. Ingram back to McGowan. McGowan wants to push. He has Banks down low.
Hey.
Finds Banks, and Banks in for the layup. He's been off the court because of foul trouble. It's good to see him back on it, though.
I mean, you can't take Trey McGowan's off the court, and I know Coach Chance thinking the exact same thing. What he's provided on offense and defense has just been pure energy, and it's even plays like that. Like he's putting his body on the line too, getting that contact. But he has been unbelievable in the last, I want to say, 10 minutes of game time.
And McGowan's getting on the floor. Banks with a good finish there. Williams will probably check in for Banks, who's now at 5. Saw Banks also was guarding the 6-foot guard Cockrell, most likely because Cockrell doesn't shoot the 3.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right, and that's why they've had none on the big guys too. You can let Banks help out and on drop coverage and help out. And Ingram's obviously guarding Lovering, so it's a good matchup. So you don't have to worry about that shooter. It's basically it turns into 4-on-5 when Cockrell doesn't have the ball. So good defensive advantage there. But Banks will take a seat with 5 fouls now. Look at him go.
McGowan's attacks. High
Oh my
arcing
goodness.
layup over Lovering is good.
What footwork too. Skipping through the lane, getting his foot down, no travel, high off the glass. That is just poetry in motion.
McGowan's 12 points on the night at 11 in Friday's win. Friday's loss, excuse me. Burton the 3-ball, no good. Williams the rebound.
McGowan wants the ball. He wants to keep going.
Nunn attacks the rim. Ingram now with it.
Find the corner.
Ingram to the hot McGowan. McGowan's back to Ingram. Ingram loses the ball. Ends up the hands of Nunn. Nunn step back corner 3, strong. Tipped. Fight for the loose ball, and it looks like Ingram's going to be called for the loose ball foul. Ingram not happy with it. 3rd personal foul for him. Ingram 15 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 for 13 from the field, so been extremely efficient tonight. Brown hands it off to Giroux. Giroux on the wing for 3. That one is good. Giroux has had a couple of moments here with this Austin Spurs bench. Has another one there.
Yeah, it's like he's playing against the Austin Spurs bench when he's on offense.
1-point game down the stretch. McGowan's open in the corner for 3.
There we go.
Drills it.
Right back at you. Trey McGowan's.
And after he shared a word with the bench, he came hustling down the court on defense. Giroux gonna respond.
That's a big foul.
Not going to be able to do that. The legal screen on Lovering, and Lovering fouls out with 6 personal, 6 points, 7 rebounds. Only 4 shots attempted. Lovering had a better game for the Grizzlies on Friday night with 11-11 and more minutes than he did in the G League today for the Hustle. Coach Santacola going to have his hands full with many of his players in foul trouble.
Yeah, again, I want to take a look at that. Again, Charlie Brown on the court. He's got 4. Paul Watson just checking in here, too. Osume has got 4 as well, too. So that's another big guy you can't utilize here, too.
And I was about to say, how crucial is it for the Hustle, especially since they don't have a true rim protector now inside after the Spurs been attacking the rim all night.
Chicago got Charlie Brown there on a wrap-up. Wasn't much of a box. I can't hug him.
Giroux attacks. Ingram
Good
contest. Here comes Nunn to Ingram. Ingram, the Euro, slows down. Can't get the first opportunity to go, but gets the second one to go.
Player 2 always finds a way, and Harrison Ingram again continuing to attack downhill. That's where he's at his best from the perimeter. Euro step, slows himself down, able to get the tip in on the second chance points. 17 for Harrison.
17 for Harrison Ingram. Spurs outscoring the Hustle 16-7 in this fourth quarter to take a 6-point lead, their biggest of the game.
Hand up, hand up.
Burton. And that would be a shot clock violation on the Hustle. The Spurs defense has been smothering the Hustle guards.
And I'll tell you what, that started with Trey McGowan's play. He's been fantastic. Mangus has been fantastic also on his one-on-one defense. They almost want to attack him. But again, talk about McGowan's. Look at him. He's been able to attack on offense. Great skip through the lane there. Able to good body control high up the glass. And finding himself in the corner here, step back, knock down three.
Spurs only have 20 bench points. McGowan's has 15 of them. Mangus spins. Wanted Ingram, tipped by Hinnon. Hinnon and Brown clash. And now Hinnon fouled by Flagler.
Smart foul by Flagler. And yeah, to your point, so the Spurs had 5 points off the bench in the first half. McGowan's had 0. And McGowan's had 15 now in the second half. So he's been really fantastic. He's exactly what the Spurs needed in this comeback efforts.
Has 3 steals as well to go along with his 15 points. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 for 6 from the field.
2 blocks too. 2 blocks.
Yeah, Nunn has a block too.
Yeah, the guards get involved in that.
Here comes Giroux. The lefty lay is pretty off the glass. Spurs want to push because Giroux is back. McGowan runs into 2 defenders. Kicks out to Ingram at the top of the key. 3-ball way short. Mangus thought about the 3. He's going to find Ingram inside. McGowan's dish inside to Williams, in the stuff from the Hustle. Here comes Hinnon. Hinnon lefty lay is good and 1. And just like that, the Hustle are right back into it.
Yeah, a couple Flagler checks in, a couple fouls in transition for him. You talked about earlier, kind of getting his legs underneath him a little bit. This is only his 5th game action. As we see Hinton here go coast to coast.
Yeah, this is what the Hustle do, defense to offense. Might have been a goaltend there by Brown Jr., but tough call again for the officials to make.
I mean, that was just great athleticism, too, by Charlie Brown Jr. Again, someone who hasn't played a lot tonight because he's got those 4 early fouls. But, I mean, Hinton and Charlie Brown, guys who are very good at getting their hands in the passing lane and leading to transition baskets, just like you said.
Flagler picks up his 5th. He's going to stay on the floor as Hinton. Just 5 points tonight. Now 7. Hinton averaging 18.6 on the season. So an off night for him, but still plenty of time left in this game as the Spurs are up 1. Flagler to Nunn. Nunn to Williams. Williams loses it. Giroux with the steal. Giroux inside to Burton. Burton flying in for the layup, and the Hustle have the lead. A 7-0 run for the Memphis Hustle gives them a 1-point advantage over the Spurs. Chance wants a timeout. He'll talk things over with 3:56 left in the game.
Yeah, you don't want to know what it took, though. You could only see in what you look for. You don't want to...
HEB was founded on the unwavering belief that each and every person counts. Through our Be the Change initiative, we're proudly highlighting partner stories, community initiatives, and featured suppliers throughout our stores. We believe that change is rooted in action, and together we can create real change. Learn more about our featured suppliers, partners, and community initiatives at heb.com/bethechange.
This is Velvet. Velvet brings you live broadcast music, live sports, and must-watch entertainment right now. Missed it live? Watch anytime with our growing library of music, movies, and shows. Stream everything for just $5.99 a month, or save big with our annual plan at $29.99. Subscribe at velvetlive.tv.
Yeah, you don't want to know what it took, though. You could only see in what you look for. You don't want to...
Hustle taking the lead over the Spurs, and they've been turning defense into offense, Alex.
Yeah, they have, and it's been unbelievable. The Hustle came into tonight's game 21% of their points off turnovers. They're at that mark right now. 19 points off turnovers. On the Spurs side, 5 players with 13 points or more today. That's a very balanced offense on their side.
The Spurs have many players who've been able to put the ball in the hole tonight. Jaden Nunn being one of them. Spurs take the lead. Ingram strips it out of bounds. Off Ingram, Hustle ball. These teams have been playing in close games like this. As Coach Santacola for the Hustle wants a timeout, he'll look things over. Chance will talk to Austin as well.
And Will, you talked about, you know, the Hustle turning defense into offense, and I think just looking at these numbers here too, the Spurs are winning the turnover battle. You know, they're winning the 18 turnovers to the Hustle, 13 for the Spurs. The biggest difference is a lot of those turnovers from the Hustle have been those offensive fouls, illegal screens, because those count those turnovers. The Spurs are giving the ball away as live ball turnovers, leaving those fast break opportunities, and that's what's fueled the Hustle's offense all season long. It's what's keeping them in the game tonight.
And if you're the Spurs, what do you need to do down the stretch to take care of the ball and make sure you get a lead and win over the Memphis Hustle?
I think it's all started with the defensive end. I mean, again, we talked about Trey McGowan's and how unbelievable he's been in this really, it's like the second half of the third quarter and beyond. And the precedent that he's set, Hustle defense, getting hands in the passing lane. Same with Jaden Nunn too. You know, just taking on bigger defenders on offense. You got to continue that, keep that going. Again, Will, it's taking care of the basketball these last 3.5 minutes.
Giroux using the Dixon screen, kicks to Watson in the corner. That one's short. Great play drawn up by Santacola. Hustle can't convert. Nunn has Williams, throws it up to him, and Williams jams it home. Gets the crowd on its feet. What a play from Nunn to Williams.
I love that great unspoken communication by those two. They've been playing together the majority of this season. And for that, it's that momentum play. Starts with great defense, a great contest in the corner. Nunn finding a great cutting Williams.
Dro, the go-to guy for the Hustle down the stretch, responds with the foul. He'll shoot a free throw to tie the game. This one has been a thriller. Let's take a look at this Nunn to Williams lob.
Yeah, and it started with Williams' contest on the other end, and Williams, the athlete that he is, getting it to go, and Nunn fouling Dro there, leading to a tying chance opportunity at the line for the Hustle.
Dro, 21 points, make that 22. Leads all scorers in this one. The Hustle will need him down the stretch. Both these teams in familiar situations. Spurs, 2 games against the San Diego Clippers, 1 in overtime. 1-point win, the other a 3-point loss. Hustle last time out, a 4-point loss to the Kings. Is Nunn relentless.
And I'll tell you what, Giroux and Nunn had a little back and forth on that last Hustle possession, and Nunn, you know, seeing Giroux get the and one there, he takes matters in his own hands. Great finish there, getting around Paul Watson.
But you know who has the ball for the Hustle is DeJon Giroux. Step back on Ingram.
Way short.
Dixon the rebound. The lefty lay is good. Williams had trouble inside, boxing Dixon out. Small lineup for the Spurs, which caused that mismatch.
Yeah, he checked shot by Giroux there. Wasn't even close. That was the only way they were going to get that rebound, was on an air ball. And great job by Williams. Got bodied on the offensive glass last time. Able to go right at Dixon there. And headbutts the ball.
You delay a game on the Austin Spurs. Don Williams lucky there that a tech wasn't called. Good finish though inside. There's 2 minutes left in the game.
Talking about that tech comment there, like, I think the last 2 minutes, who's going to stay the most composed on both ends of the court? You know, a lot of emotions, a lot of fouls called. Who's going to be the most composed?
Drove the turnaround jumper, no good. Williams the rebound, but it's going to be a foul inside. They're going to call Ingram for the push on Dixon. Dixon creating second chance opportunities for the Hustle for a second straight possession. Got an offensive rebound for a layup in there. draws the foul on Ingram. Jacob Chance is going to challenge this one. Assistant coach for the Austin Spurs came running in, let Chance know they should challenge, and they will.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier, Dixon's a tough guy to move down there. When he established his position, we talked about on Donovan Williams, that air ball that he was able to get the offensive board. But for Dixon, he was able to set up shop down there, and Ingram got called for it. Let's see what the refs think now.
We'll see what the refs call here. Giroux, the turnaround jumper, no good. Dixon, good box out inside. He kind of just flails his arms. They're hard to see from that angle.
It's tough. That's tough on the angle too. It looks like he's trying to set up. He looks like he's got good offensive position there. He's boxing out, but I don't think Ingram's extending his arms enough for that. Honestly, Donovan Williams kind of gets into Harrison Ingram, and that's what kind of causes the collision there. I think. I don't know. I mean, this is a really good angle here. I mean, yeah, he's got position. Ingram's got his arm up for the ball to try to tip it, but not really going through Dixon there. And Donovan Williams again was the one that kind of got more contact than everybody. Is what I saw.
Yeah, we'll see what the refs have to call here. If it's overturned and Coach Jacob Chance's challenge is successful, as much as I want to credit Chance here,
yes.
KJ Conklin, the assistant head coach for the Austin Spurs, came running in, shouting a Chance to challenge the play. Good work by the video coordinator, Beckett, as well. Obviously with the computer seeing the replay. But Conklin came running in, which caused the Chance challenge. Refs still talking over, so we'll see if it is going to be successful or not. But if it is, great work from the Spurs coaching staff.
Yeah, remember, it's got to be conclusive here. I think that's going to be the challenging part here, no pun intended. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a close call, and it's a big call, too, because this could be it's imminent possession by the Spurs as well, which means the ball will go the other way if it is overturned.
Still haven't heard from the officials. They're chatting right there. Alex, good point. Evidence needs to be conclusive. Refs still talking it over, but the Spurs have outscored the Hustle in the second half by 11 points. Here's some plays and players that have been the reason why the Spurs have played so well in the second half.
Yeah, Ingram's been doing it all game, getting downhill, but when we talk about the hustle, it's the hustle of Trey McGowan's. He's been fantastic. We see him going up, leading the fast break here, and then, of course, to cap it all off, it's great defense leading to good offense and none, finding his mate, Donovan Williams, there in the alley-oop, and that's just those energy plays that has come from the bench that's led to this.
Yeah, Spurs energy has been contagious in the second half. Unfortunately for them, though, the challenge is unsuccessful. Call will stay a foul on Harrison Ingram. So Dixon will shoot 2 free throws. Again, inside 2 minutes in the G League. 2 free throws are shot, not 1, making Dixon's job a lot harder. Down 2. First free throw is good. Dixon takes the dribbles. The Villanova standout. 3-time All-American. Knows how to get it done in the biggest spots and ties the game. Dixon at Nova for 6 years. 3-time All-Big East, excuse me. Not All-American, 1-time All-American. Ingram posts up Burton. 7 seconds on the shot clock, spins. Mangus, great catch in the corner. The jab step, the crossover, the shimmy, off the rim, no good, but what an effort from Ingram to tip it out to Flagler. Ingram has it now. The crossover, stuck inside, blocked by Dixon, out of bounds, 3 seconds left in the shot clock.
I'll tell you what, Will, the guy I was eyeing was Charlie Brown Jr. He was helping way too far off Mangus. Is a better pass from Ingram. It was a tough angle to get the pass off. That 3 is going up in the corner, and we've seen Mangus hit that already. That's what I was looking for. They get it right back to it.
Mangus off the curl, 3-pointer is good. Kyle Mangus with 3 seconds left on the shot clock turns nothing into something, and the Spurs up 3 now, just a minute left.
I've been asking for Kyle to let it fly, and he's finally done in the second half, and that corner has just been fruitful for him. Keep going there, man.
Giroux loses his handle.
Travel.
Dixon inside, double team, kick out, Brown to Burton, wide open 3 for the tie, no good. And Spurs and Kyle Mangus will hold. Looks like Hustle aren't going to foul there and to try to get the stop.
Should be a trap there, I guess no trap.
Kyle Mangus with 16, a plus 11 in the game, 50% from 3, will have the ball in his hands. Taking on the bigger Dixon, barely finds Ingram. Ingram pull up 3. No good. Williams the rebound. Williams throws it up. He didn't have to throw it up because 14 seconds were left on the clock.
Got bailed out.
Williams thought the shot clock was still on and he had an opportunity. Luckily for him, Giroux unable to corral the ball. And the Spurs will retain possession with 10.2 left.
Absolute bailout for the Spurs there. You're absolutely right. Donovan Williams just not knowing the situation there. But yeah, I mean, the Spurs have just been feeling themselves from the corner. They found that corner, Will, and that's what's been successful here. How about this inbounds pass? We were talking about that, and Mangus finds his spot there. That's a little bit of a heat check, but we'll take it. Kyle Mangus has been on fire from that corner spot.
Hustle are going to challenge the play on the floor. The out-of-bounds ruling, originally off DeJon Giroux in the Memphis Hustle. They're going to take a look at this one. Still have 1 timeout left, so they didn't use their last timeout on that challenge with 10.2 seconds left. Take a live look at what the refs are seeing.
I mean, that's absolutely off of the Hustle. Yeah. Oh, wait, are they saying it didn't go out of bounds? But then even so, they don't have eminent possession, so I guess it would maybe be a jump ball. But I don't know if that's conclusive enough to overturn. I guess it's more of a, you're going to use a timeout anyway. You know, let's take a look at it. You know, if it's not overturned, it'll be a timeout lost. But, I mean, yeah, Donovan Williams, they're getting great hustle to get the rebound there. He holds the ball, he gets fouled, and he's a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, Williams, unsure why he put the ball up, but the refs reviewing this call and out of bounds on DeJon Giroux. Alex, if you're Flagler in that situation, do you grab the ball? Do you let it go out? Obviously, you heard the ref blow the whistle, so hard to tell.
Yeah, I mean, Giroux still got his hand on the ball, too. So it's, you know, he did the right, I mean, he thinks it's out of bounds. I think the call is going to come shortly right after Flagler points. So, I mean, yeah, I think that's a great angle by our team here, and I think that's call should stand, you'd think. But yeah, and Will, to answer that question, I think Flagler, you know, you want to be aggressive, you want to try to get possession of the ball, but yeah, I mean, this call is going to be really close.
If the call is unsuccessful and it's out of bounds off the Hustle, Spurs will take it out from the baseline. Tough place to take it out from. 10 seconds, up 3. What are you drawing up if you're Coach Jacob Chance and the Austin Spurs?
You got to avoid the corner. Actually, ironically enough, you got to avoid the corner because you can't have a trap. So I think if you run some action, maybe fake it towards the corner, but if you can get Kyle Mangus the ball, I think he's probably your first option just to get the ball. But again, you can't be in the corner because that's going to cause a trap. Spurs do have timeouts left. They got 1 timeout left. That's big, and I think they have the reset timeout as well. But I think here, yeah, you avoid the corners as much as you can because, like you said, it's a tough place to inbound. So I know we've been calling for corners, but try to get something towards the corner. But in this case, stay away.
Should stay away, but Kyle Mangus does love that corner.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to shoot, right? You got to avoid a trap here. That's what we're looking to do is avoid a trap, get Mangus the ball somewhere he can just catch it and get fouled.
Yes, of course. Kyle Mangus loves that corner for shooting. Listen to what the refs are going to call here.
Call's confirmed.
Call's confirmed. I believe the refs might reset the clock, though. So there'll be 10.9 seconds left on the clock, and the shot clock
should be off.
11 seconds.
I mean, so even still, I think if you're, you still avoid the corners if you're the Spurs. Still avoid that corner. No need to, shot clock's turned off. And do not get trapped. Do have a timeout left, so it doesn't have to be perfect on this one here, but just get it in. I think the Spurs are going to find Mangus. I think Donovan Williams is going to flash the ball here. There were none even there.
Quick entry pass to Nunn. Hustle didn't foul. Took him 2 seconds to foul. But the Spurs not in the bonus. One more foul.
Surprisingly, they had a foul to give.
Yeah, the only quarter where both teams haven't been damaged by foul trouble. Flagler looking. Finds Mangus. And Mangus is fouled immediately by Charlie Brown Jr. And if you're the Spurs, said it many times tonight, Mangus will head to the line, and again, he'll shoot 2 free throws, not 1, because we're inside 2 minutes. And in the G League, players shoot 2 free throws inside 2 minutes, 1 the rest of the game, which helps Mangus a lot.
Big free throw, yep. Big free throw there. Makes it a 2-possession game here. Hustle do have a timeout left. I would assume they're going to call one immediately after this free throw. And they do have the reset timeout as well.
Mangus' second free throw. Rolls in. The shooter's bounce for Kyle Mangus. And Mangus with the last 5 points. There's the reset timeout, as you said, Alex.
So that was their last timeout, too. So that was the reset timeout. So none left for this. So Hustle got a score here. Probably does not have to be a 3, but a quick basket is necessary for the Hustle. Spurs can't foul. Do not foul.
7.6 left on the clock. Watson finds Burton. Burton to Dixon. Dixon pump fakes Ingram. 3 seconds left on the clock. Three-pointer is short. Ingram gets it. And that'll be the game. The Austin Spurs come from behind to beat the Memphis Hustle 102-97. What a performance from Harrison Ingram, Kyle Mangus, Donovan Williams, Trey McGowan. So many Spurs I want to shout out. But it was a team effort that brought them over the hump, Alex.
Yeah, it really was, and it was again. They kept battling. Wasn't a pretty first half. Not great shooting numbers, but energy and taking care of the basketball. That's what really kept the Spurs in this game. Better rebounding, but Trey McGowan's, man, I know you gave him a lot of shout-outs, but the energy that him and Jaden Nunn put into the second half was really a big key.
A huge key for the Austin Spurs as they take on the Oklahoma City Blue in Oklahoma City on Tuesday night. Spurs winners of 4 of their last 5, and it was a big come-from-behind victory against the Memphis Hustle. A classic Sunday matinee here in Austin. As again, the Spurs taking on the Oklahoma City Blue Tuesday at 11 a.m. Make sure you tune in to that one. Austin Spurs 102, Memphis Hustle 97. I'm Will Iger. It was a pleasure to be alongside Ashley B. Abbots, Alex Embry. Thank you for tuning in on the FanDuel Sports Network, everyone.
You have been watching the NBA G League on Zodiac Sports.
If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right.